how far this mighty club has fallen. I've never seen the mighty part of this club. I've seen a 15 to 20 round sugar hit, but this isn't enough. This doesn't satisfy why I go to the football week in, week out. This shouldn't satisfy anybody. This should only spur on those thoughts of the 2023 prelim and the start to 2024 on. Did I, the most pessimistic supporter, latch on to this and think this could be the start of a new era? To be honest, I did. Yes. We stood still at the end of 2023 and 2024. We failed to capitalize on this pivotal moment in our modern era of torture and torment. Only a brief glint of light that quickly dissipated into another room of darkness. Yes, there are some streaks of sunlight in the likes of Matt Carroll, Harry Dean, Jack Ison, Taylor Byrne, Jagger Smith, Cody Walker. But these are young men looking for guidance by their leaders, captains, and coaches. I feel these men will ultimately fail these young men again. They, Carlton Football Club, have conditioned majority of fans into accepting mediocrity again. Clap them off every week. Same shit every week. This continual reset, rebuild, or whatever way you want to structure it is the new DNA of the Carlton Football Club. Even the hardest of pundits on Carlton have become soft and malleable. I can't take the accepting of mediocrity. I don't know what the mighty feels like, but I sure as hell know what mighty looks like. And this current iteration of Carlton will never feel or look mighty. My love for Carlton, my love for the mighty monogram over there, that we bestow and hold to the highest apex will never waver. This current group of Carlton, I do not love. That's not to say I can't love it again, but that fire that once burnt as a little kid, or that 20-round burst from mid-2023 to 24, maybe give a couple extra rounds, is now a dying ember. Don't let the mediocrity that surrounds this club cloud your judgment in expecting more and demanding more. When will we ever feel mighty? Go Blues. Everybody that's in the chat, again, we're doing this all over again. I know I read this out on Tuesday night, but I thought how fitting again. I'll probably read it every single week. I'd love to go to the club and read it to the players' faces, to be honest, and to everybody in that club. If you're here for the glazing of a Krispy Kreme donut session here, if you want to clap them off, there's a back button, there's an X button, there's an unsubscribe button. Do all of it because you're not getting that tonight. There's no room for mediocrity in this room. There's no room for mediocrity at the TJP. We are now expecting more and demanding more of this club, of this cult, of this group, of this coaching staff, of Graham Wright, Chris Davies. Chris, if you're watching, this is a question for you. Why has the trigger not been pulled on the head coach at this present time? Why? Graham Wright, why have you not pulled that trigger? 3-hour meetings, 5-hour meetings, meetings every week, 1 and 7. Richmond, if I look at the ladder, Richmond, an hour win. We're only percentage off the bottom of the ladder. Do you not feel embarrassed? I do. I feel embarrassed going to the footy every single week, expecting the same result every single week, going 10, 20, 30 points up, for it all to lay bare in the second half and forgetting how to play football. They all put the Fitbits on. The Apple Watches came out. Another workout resumed. And the cardio, we just went along for the ride again. Kudos to Lockie Cowan. He was in for a big cardio sesh against Wagon Wheels Malaria, or Naz, as they call him. They glaze him. It's the only clap you're going to get out of me tonight, because I thought he was valiant in defeat against Wangani Millera, who I think didn't really have that much of a good game. You might call me deluded, but hey, I thought Cowan, the role they just said, Vossi probably just said, here you go. Here's Naz. Good luck, brother. Not how to stop, not let's throw a couple of bodies at him. TDK didn't cop one between the eyes, didn't cop one around the back of the head. Silvani, his nonno would be turning in his grave. Had some fans behind me tonight. Shout out to those two fans there. And I think there was an old lady there. Respect. Oh, you can't say that. I can say whatever I want. I can say that. Serge Silvani would be turning in his grave. Steven Silvani as well. Should take a good hard look at himself for what he did to this club as well. It goes back and we can go there again, but I'm not. We made Flanders look like $1 million player. He's just a WWE caterer. He's a jobber. The fact that nobody, and and it's in my brain. It's in my brain. I'm standing tonight because I can't sit down anymore. I'm jittery. There's no positives to take from this anymore. What are you going to give me? Matt Carroll? The kid puts his body on the line every single week. I told you at the start of the year, he'll go from a D to a B. But he'll drink from the poison chalice. The chalice of death. That's what it is. Michael Voss is coaching this club into a grave if he hasn't already. Yes, it might sound grim. Yes, it might sound morbid. But that's what it is at the moment. That's what that statement or my letter, my ode, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to spin it. You can call me toxic. I don't care. I actually don't care if you think I'm toxic because I know what greatness looks like. And this is not even a shoelace. We couldn't even find the shoe of greatness. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. Graham Wright, I'm disappointed in the most. The red flags are there. The red flags are firmly there across the top of your head, brother. That you didn't pull the trigger. When you had the chance twice, you could have pulled the trigger. Oh, no, but we can't. We got to pay him out. We got to pay him $800K. Who cares? Who cares? We've done it before. I'm sure there'll be enough pokey money to pay for the $800,000. Well, Paddy Kinnersley's not going to be happy. The way that these males, I just don't see them as men. They're not leaders. Who would want to go from the VFL as a young kid into this team right now? I wouldn't want any of them. The culture that Truslove, whatever you want to call him, that he's creating at this present time in the VFL is what I love to see in football. They're enjoying their football. Cody Walker's coming to the team. They're trying to find him a goal. But it's not just about Cody Walker. It's about others learning, creating, caring for each other. This club, this AFL group, they don't care for each other. And if you can confidently tell me that they do, you're lying to yourself. And you're one of the staunchest, most deluded, rainbow, rose-coloured wearing Carlton supporters. The fact that Jack Silvani went off untouched and they were all patting each other after the game, of course. Again, they're just corporate men. They go in, they sit at the desk, they clip the ticket for a check-in, and then they clip the ticket for a check-out. Done my job. Collect my 10, 15, 20,000. And hey, you got yourself to that point. Good on you. You're allowed to earn money. I'm not saying that you can't earn money. It's not about that. But it's about playing to the standards of your contract. Our two best forwards at this present time are backmen. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. McGovern and Kemp, good on you, mate. They've had a great year so far. Between the two of them, I think they've kicked 20-odd goals, and good on them. Harry Mackay, where's your head at? I'd love to sit down with you for 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes with you. 5 minutes. I just want to know what's going in that head of yours. I know it gets a little bit thin up there with the air. I know it does. But, Harry, what's wrong with you? There needs to be a genuine study into you. Pulling out of challenges, trying to mark everything on your chest. Maybe you need time away again. Maybe you need 3 weeks in the twos. Maybe you need a 4 4 weeks in the twos. Maybe go learn to love football again. Are you missing your mate Charlie? Because he made you look like a superstar. And anybody that says otherwise, you don't know football. I'll say it blatantly. You don't know football. Patrick Cripps. You love this bloke. Everyone loves this bloke. You can't underestimate his love and passion for the game of football. But even he is starting to look bleak. It's been drawn out of him. Everything is being drawn out. He's been sapped. The energy. I was feeling sad for him now, to be honest. He does no trust in his teammates around him. Sam Walsh, he has no trust in him. Adam Chera, whoever gave him the 5-year extension to 2030, must lose their job. Don't care if that person needs to eat. They have to lose their job. Simple as that. Adam Chera isn't good enough for the Carlton Football Club. You may say he's good enough at this current climate and current standard, but Adam Chera isn't good enough for the Carlton Football Club. Simple as that. But back to Patrick Cripps. Hey, I feel sorry for this bloke. I do feel sorry for him. I'm starting to feel sorry and sorrier and sorrier, even if their words are not, every single week. He goes out there, and I think his body lets him down a little bit. Yep. Does he have the extra layers to his game? No. But we all know that. We know what Patrick Cripps is. Sam Walsh, Batman and Robin. I'll tell you what, Sammy Walsh. Not a lot of people give you criticism. Not a lot. Not a lot of people. I have you on a wall at home. Not in this wall, not at this home, but at home. You're on my bedroom wall. I'll tell you what, that picture frame is going to come down as well because you're not acting like a leader. You're not playing like a leader. You're not helping your captain, nor are you helping your team. You might be trying your absolute hardest, and the system may not be helping you. But sometimes a player can exceed and excel outside the system, is what I think. Some players don't need a system. And I thought Sam Walsh was that player. At the moment, I think I'm wrong. So you go out there for the next, how many weeks we got? 16 weeks. You go out there and you prove me wrong now. Go play, you play selfish football, play team football. Trying to enter into the inside 50 with a banana from 80 out. I know it's the end of the game, but are you serious? You don't care. You're telling me and you're showing me that you don't care. That's where you're at the moment. Maybe you don't get along with Michael Voss. Maybe you don't see eye to eye with how he plays football. That's fair. It doesn't mean your standards drop. You came in with a big preseason. Everybody was ranting and raving. I was ranting and raving. I'll put my hand up. But you've shown me right now that the 8 years that we gave, it was 8 years. It's going to be a long, long time with Sam Walsh at the club if you're going to play like that. Jacob Wiedering, another leader, vice captain, zero composure, zero calmness under pressure to rally in the troops when St Kilda with their flurry of goals again, starting, and we all turned to each other and we're going left and right of each other and going, here we go again. The evidence is there week in, week out that the two men under Patrick Cripps aren't the leaders of this Carlton Football Club in the future. They might be, but right now they cannot be called on. This is probably the reason why Patrick Cripps hasn't given up the captaincy. But hey, I'm a toxic supporter. I just want more. I just want to see something. Give me a season. But hey, if you want to call me toxic, well, again, you know where the exit button is. TJP ain't for the faint-hearted. We ain't glossing here. We ain't no fucking barbershop here, bro. We're now a barbershop. Sorry, I have to get this one off. We're a barbershop now. Where are we going down? Sydney Road? Matuk's Barber. Like, come on, bro. We're doing skin fades and everything here, and we're posting it like we're a barbershop. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's actually jovial at this point. It's fucking pathetic. We didn't want to announce Kona karaoke this week, did we? But we still played the song and we're still dancing at halftime. We're dancing at three-quarter time. Yeah, I know it's for the kids. I know it's for the kids. I get that. I get we were all once kids. I was that kid. But I tell you what, I used to sit my ass down as a kid. Well, actually, no, I used to go and play footy at half time as a kid. Go for a kick of the footy. That's been taken away from the kids as well because there's stupid security guards will tell you to go off the premises. But it's got to end. It's got to end. It's got to end. This jovial type of shit's got to end. I understand you got to do and hit your KPIs with your media and your likes and your comments and, oh my God, what are we eating this week? And what Taylor Swift song we like in this week. Like, who cares? Who cares? Read the room, Carlton FC. Read the room. Simple as that. Read it. We aren't a psych clinic as well. We're not. We're a Carlton Football Club. It doesn't say Carlton Barbershop. It doesn't say Carlton Instagram shop or Insta likes, Insta reels. Not Carlton Psych shop. We're a Carlton Football Club. Let's get back to playing good fucking football. And again, shout out to the two behind me. They didn't like comments tonight. What, because you're hearing the home truths? It's a bit hard to hear, isn't it? It's a bit hard to hear. Defensive discipline. You got 20 seconds to set up on multiple kicks, free kicks. And we're like a Jarlsberg cheese. Just holes everywhere. These players don't care. This coach doesn't care. But anyway, I think that's enough from me. I've splattered enough. Flapped my fat gums enough. And there'll be people that'll call me fat and one of you go out there and play the game. I didn't choose to play the game of football. I chose to watch it. And I watch it vehemently. I watch it every single week. Every game, every week. Analyze football. I think I'm a good judge of the game. I do think I'm a good judge of the game. I may not put it eloquently as others, but I understand what football looks like. And this ain't football. This is harambo. We've been coached into a grave. And when these people can see it, we need to demand more. We need to demand answers. Graham Wright, pull the fucking trigger. That's it. It's done. The experiment of this year until October the 31st of his contract, it's over. It's done. There's no more Michael Voss. He's now laughing with because he collects the check. He's the businessman. He collects it, brother. He's laughing at us. 41,000 again. He has a bit of a cap stat. But anyway, 41,000. We'll take it for what it is. We're there every week. We're there every single week. We turn up every single week. We're there. I'm there every single week. And it's not to say that the people that go to the footy are the best supporters in the world. No. But we're watching. We analyze everything. But anyway, if you want to join, let me know. If I've scared you away, well then, you know what it is. So be it. Plenty of other channels to go around if you want to go. But hey, if you want to talk some shit with Marzi Bar tonight, you can come on, get in the chat. Join us. I'm not going to slate you. I think we should. What are we going to get angry about, huh? What are we getting angry about? We've got to glaze them, Krispy Kremes. But hey, let's bring in the Selection Blues' very own. And everybody that's in here right now, hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Just once in your life, hit it. But anyway. Here he is. How you going, brother? I'll let you go. I'll let you talk because I flapped me guns enough.
No, it was all facts. I mean, it was really all facts. I mean, stop me if you've heard this one before. Leaders didn't stand up, blah, 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 blah. You've heard it all before. I can't get over the fact that in the preseason, and there's obvious excitement going into a new season, no matter who you support for, there's some sort of excitement, right? I actually can't get over the fact that we went into a season with literally no expectations. Well, the only expectation was it's probably not going to get worse, but it's definitely not going to get better. It's obviously going to get worse. And the fact that they couldn't see it, the fact that they thought this was just going to be cruisy, we'd win maybe, 10 games max, and we'd cruise off. Michael Voss era would be done amicably. That's it. It was never going to be like that. It was never going to be like that. And the writing was on the wall, and we all saw the writing on the wall. And here we are with the same game. We've played eight games. They've all been the exact same, and we've just been lucky to win one. I mean, it's quite simple. It's just quite simple. And I really don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know what to say. I don't know where to go from here, but
we're just in a Carlton paradox where more
We're-
questions
it's an
where
infinite
more
loop.
answers lead to questions.
correct.
But
It's
hey,
an infinite loop at the moment.
it is an infinite loop. We've got another one in here. Here we go. But
I
before
see.
I get him in, I'm just going to read a couple of super chats. Member for 22 months, this bloke. Thank you very much. Dos Habibi Productions. Where's Mad Dogs? I need his expert opinion.
Oh,
Anybody
God,
can
don't
come on.
even.
If you want to get on, you can get on, mate. This is like Dwayne's World on SEN. You call, you get on. This is Mars's World. Oz Yates, gifted 1 TJP membership. Legend. No need, but again, thank you. Dos Habibi again with a $7.99. That's good. I can go buy a Pokemon pack, actually. I need an extra cent. Defeated Marzi Bar hurts my head. Hurts my head. I can't even be pessimistic. I'm actually too pessimistic. $7.99. That was Carlton's second worst game of the year, in my opinion. But the Sydney game in opening round was the worst game I saw us play this year. We face Brisbane next week, and good luck. But hey, Dossa Bibi, he's earned his way in through his money. That's the only way he can get in here, like
Yes.
Carlton. But hey, how are you? What are you drinking? Michael Voss.
On the
It's
scotches.
It's as ginger as him. Where's Philly?
Carlton's-
Look at him.
Carlton. Look at here. Carlton's paying for it again.
At half, well, tell me halftime. What they would have been what, $3?
Yeah, I got $3 at one stage. I can't remember when it was.
Good on
That was
you.
the highest I saw.
That's generous.
Just, I never want him to leave. I never want him to leave ever.
We're a money-making machine. We're a
That's all
mogul.
we are. I just want him to stay here for as long as possible. Let me become a multi-millionaire. Let me actually make enough so that I can buy the club, and then he can leave.
You already
I'll get rid of him.
You already can.
Then he can leave. Then I'll fire him myself. I'll appoint you. And then you can fire him. I'll let you fire him.
Don't appoint me. I'll pull the actual trigger. I won't. I'm far out, man. How is this bloke? I don't get how this bloke. I'm standing, bro. I'm standing. I'm fucking standing in now.
Actual standing.
What do you
Defeated.
mean?
Look at
It's
him.
pure anger.
He's
Fuck it.
defeated.
We're
Standing out of pure anger.
25
What do
years
you
of
even-
membership for what? For what? To see
Nah,
nothing but misery.
How are our fans still? We're still number one in attendance. It's actually bizarre.
It's because we've got the best fans, and they know how to glaze us.
We've stuck so fat. Everyone's morbidly obese. That's
How
how
much,
fat
mate?
we've
That's
stuck.
why I'm fat. That's how much fat I've stuck.
Nah, this is
Rockamora,
disgusting.
$2. Hang upside down, Mars. If I could do the Ackermanis, I would 100%. If I could do the Ackermanis, I definitely would. I don't even know what to say anymore. But you can go look at the stats. It all means nothing. It all means nothing.
That Walsh check side, that one was the best. That was the highlight for me. The check side, it was a good 90 to 100 meters away from and hitting any sort of target. Check side inside 50, that was beautiful. Clips didn't get a clearance until the fourth. Am I right?
Yeah.
And the clearance he got was off a soft free kick from DeConning, if I'm correct in saying.
I think so.
I think something like that. It was he looks like a shell of himself at the moment. I was telling George he looks cooked. He looks absolutely cooked. I mean, he's carried us for the last.
He had 14 touches. Jesus.
Yeah, rubbish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rubbish.
turnovers.
But you can't even put it on him. As a leader, I put it on him. As a captain, I always talk about his leadership. But yeah, he just playing wise now. He doesn't look like he wants to be there anymore.
He was so disinterested. He got pinged holding the ball about 4 times. He was just so out of it. So out of it. I mean, every week we say it's probably the worst Patrick Cripps game you've ever seen, and that was one of them. He was absolutely shocking. No awareness, just did his thing where he tried to hold it up and take on 6 guys and whatever. I mean, that's again nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing surprising, and here we are again.
I just look at like there was one bit of play where we needed calm, cool heads under pressure. And they were coming. We all knew they were going to come. They're going to come, right? Right. I shouldn't have said it like that, but anyway, I need to laugh because I'll cry. And Harry Dean Like what I understand, and look, it's not about going at a young kid, but the ill-disciplined free kick to give it away after he's already kicked
Henry,
the goal and push him.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody. Let's Harry, like, does Jacob Wiedering not get him there and pull him in and go, hey, like it's like, you know, these fans, our fans, right? We clap bad habits. It's like a dog taking a fucking big piece of shit on a mat, right? And then we go and give him a treat and go, oh, well
Good
done.
boy.
Good boy.
Yes.
Who's the good boy?
Goofy.
You can't be patting him on the back for that. You got to go to Harry and go, hey, that's not on, mate. I don't care if it's going to be said internally. I don't mind if it's done on the ground in a certain way. Even when he went off, I haven't seen the footage of when he went off because I know he went off. I think he was limping. If Michael Voss didn't get in his ear there, like, he probably wouldn't have. He would have cuddled him and gone, no, it's okay. You know, it's all right. It's all right, Harry. You're right.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that breeds the generation of shit leaders that we've got now.
And this is what I'm saying is just that no one went up to him. Like Jacob Wiedering, like, take the initiative, the onus, the impetus on yourself to go to him and just say, brother, that's not on. That is not on. That's not good enough. That's not what we are. It's not what we are as a back sick. And, you know, I'm not blaming it on him. It's just moments like that where I just go, leaders are not good enough. They're not. And, you know, he tries hard and he goes at it. I don't fault that. It's not about that. But it's little things like that. And if you let it creep into your game, everyone starts to do it. I mean, you're looking at Ollie Florent, man. Like, he's getting 30 touches. Like,
how would you be? How would you be if you're him and Hayward? How would you be?
Oh,
well,
came from Sydney.
Carlton Instagram was posting how happy they were to be here when they first got here. Oh my God, we're so happy to be here. It's so incredible.
Yeah, they were.
When we first got here.
Miserable. They were miserable.
Like,
There's no chance they were happy.
Do you know, like, what club you've actually gone to? And then this week too. How was this week on it? This was the typical Carlton week. Had the loss against Freo, a couple of days of radio silence, and straight back on. What happens? Who's cutting their hair next? Who's going shaving? Who's shaving next? Stay tuned to see who's going to get shaved head. Oh my God!
Look at the Arab barbershop. I can't do it. And even though they're not even good haircuts, they're shit haircuts anyway. Not that I can talk. I can't get a haircut. I just got to shave, right? But oi, they're shit haircuts. At least go down to some Lebo down the road on Sydney Road. At least they give you a nice little shakwa, a nice little one here and there on the side. Like, far out. Like, come on, man. Like, Jagger Smith. Pick 3 to, you know, like fucking handball, kicking sideways, handballing sideways. Like, yeah, right. Is that what we're going to get?
I think for me, like, the way that they move the ball with just kicks, like, just their uncontested game today was absolutely brilliant. I mean, they have great kicks all across the field, but the way that they went from D50 forward compared to the way we at least tried to was day and night. Honestly, because I sit on the wing, right? You just see when they have the ball, it's almost instinctual. The kicks, there's open, there's movement, there's options. They don't really have to run. They don't really have to run when moving the ball. Then it's us, and we're trying to switch, and you know that we might get it around the 50, and it might go to pretty much the exact same side. We're not really going forward, and I think what really stood out to me, I'm not sure if anyone really knows. I think it was in the third quarter. Late in the third, Cripps got a free kick dead in right in the middle of the ground. Umpire throws it to him. He grabs it. He doesn't even look at our forward line, and he just hacks it. I saw it exactly. He grabbed it and it just thumped it. Didn't even look. And that there just shows him kidding. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And if he doesn't care, obviously we've spoken about how the rest just simply don't care either. That's how it is.
We've got in David Thomason.
Yes, correct.
Yes, that is correct. How are you, brother? You good?
You
can't be good after that Carlton performance, but I'll just say in your whole life and everything other than Carlton, how are you going?
Outside of Carlton, yeah, brilliantly. But today, I mean, it's not necessarily the losing; it's just the manner we're losing is just bewildering. I mean, it's just a calamity out there. I mean, I think the very first play of the game, Haynes got out-muscled and gave up an easy mark, and it just was the writing on the board straight away. It was our lowest pressure rating game of the whole season. No one was out there trying. we seem to be rushing, like you said, panicking. No one's calming down. It's just one thing after another. And then that was just the first half. Then we get to the third quarter, and everybody knew the script that was going to happen. And it was just disgraceful. It was every single player out there. I mean, everyone sends me messages. Look at what you've been giving Sard a hard time. Look at that beautiful rebound run he did. Yeah, he rebound ran. He bombed it. He turned it over. The ball went down the other end, and they kicked a goal.
And how quickly did it go down the other end too? How quickly? 3 or 4 kicks.
Chera does a disgraceful kick, turnover, bang, straight down the other end, goal. Oh, it's great having Chera in the team. Don't worry about Hewitt. Don't worry about Cooper Lord. Just one thing after another, and it's just you just keep thinking, what is going on? The double goal was from another Chera mistake again. It's just one thing after another. Two lumbering ruckmen, to all their credit, we're always going to be a problem. We're always going to get smashed by them. So, yeah, you guys, I mean, Mars, I know you're saying O'Keefe's not ready, but at least he would have been athletic and would have been able to run and jump.
Yeah, I don't know against those two today. I don't think any ruckman that we have on our list could have gone there. You knew that he got belted Pitane today.
I was just going to say that was poor by him.
The first, before you go, the first TDK goal where he didn't follow TDK in and he got a free running jump at it.
Yeah.
I lost my mind. I lost it. That's just
woeful. Just uninterested too.
Lack of discipline on the defensive end from our players. It's nearly every play. If it's not some one-on-one brilliance,
the big guy. I mean, with all due respect to Lewis Young, at least Lewis Young would have had height and would have double-fisted it away. You know, none of us want him in the team, but at least he offered that.
He plays to his strengths, Lewis Young. He knows what he's good at, and he plays to his strengths every week. So anybody that says, you know, he's one of our best defenders this year. So,
and that brings me to my point. You look at Selection Blues, myself and Bo were on it on Thursday night. You lost it at Selection by the omission of Lord. I mean, I said it then, we say it all the time. We know that our midfield depth isn't incredible. We know that we haven't got many midfielders that can run through at a consistent basis. And you take out one who can really, really do well in that midfield in Lord, and you don't even really add another midfielder. Did you guys really see much midfield rotation? Not really. It's not like they put Ainsworth or, insert, someone else in there. They didn't really do anything different. So you've taken out Lord. There's extra legs gone. And like you said with Young, we've lost it at Selection again. And it just shows that there really is no plan. There really is no plan. And it's baffling to me how these decisions can be made again and again and again with the same results.
Billy Wilson must be sitting there wondering what the hell is going on when he can't get a game. And how can we have more forward 50 entries than them and get smashed on the scoreboard just by bombing it in there continually? Just ridiculous. And surely Jordan Russell sitting on the bench might go, hey, Bossy, do you reckon we might stop doing that or send a message out? Ridiculous.
How's he still got a job?
Do they ever fix things up halfway through games? Other teams, if something's not working, okay, halftime, quarter time, let's stop doing this. Let's start doing this, for example. We never
that's
do
one
that.
of the problems. Jordan Russell's still there.
He was a rubbish player.
Imagine there's a video. I gotta get it. I mean, Paul and I, when we looked at it, we were just laughing, right? And filthy, right? At the same time, where imagine a teacher addressing a room of adults, right? And he's sitting down and everyone's, mucking around and no one says, oh, sir or gaff or, coach or whatever, or, they're calling him George, it's Russ, or address him like a coach, like an elder, like you respect him. Like, they don't respect his opinion. I think they don't respect his opinion with the way he had his legs crossed and addressing. It's like a Mickey Mouse club. We're Mickey Mouse down here. Like, we run like a Mickey Mouse club and we play like Mickey Mouse.
Mars, have a look at the sprays that coaches have been given their clubs recently. Teams that are going well. Where's our spray coming from? Our one. He's too busy on a computer. What's he doing?
Doesn't work.
He's trying to upgrade ChatGPT from basic to business, but he just can't get the right credit card.
Bench, those security guards. There were security guards behind the Carlton bench. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting to that point. Like, how can the club, now we are back to where we were at Sydney. So all this nonsense that things were turning and this and that was all rubbish. That was all rubbish.
Nonsense.
It's nonsense.
Ashley Hansen walked past me last week. Ashley Hansen walked past me last week when I was on the ground, and he was holding one of those marking bags, one of the cushions. I said, "Oh, there is actually something you're useful for at this club." He didn't like the comment much, so.
Dawson, they don't like anything. They don't like anything a bit dubious or a little bit untoward or grow a pair of balls, Ash. You know what I mean? This is where the club's at, though. We're facing what it is. Like, we're going to be in a dark, dark place for a long, long time. I feel like another 5 years minimum, just a minimum. Just minimum.
Start it now.
We're 35 minutes in, right? No one said a word about Mackay because he was a ghost. I forgot he was there.
Horrible.
I forgot he was there. Marking contests, he wouldn't solidify himself. Cal Wilkie and Dougal Howard played brilliantly today, so I'll give that to them. But Mackay's Mackay, and he was absolutely.
Put him in the ruck.
He was nowhere again.
He
was no. It's just incredible to me. I would love to know. This might sound like a dumb question. How many performances can we get like this before? And he's not going to get dropped, but like how many? It's getting to a really, really concerning point where it's like, how much credit does this guy have in the bank?
Well, he's always going to play because of his contract and because he's the marquee forward, which he's not even the marquee forward.
He's not. He's not our third. He's not even our second best forward at the moment. In terms of tools, it's incredible. He was horrible. Every action, he was horrible.
He should be playing up.
He had a couple nice marks on the wing, yeah, but again, like when it matters and when you need something from him. But I think what really got me was the amount of repeat entries we gave them. Let's say they'd have an entry and maybe they butchered it, for example, and it come to one of our players. And again, no poise, nothing, and they'd have a repeat entry. And that's really what got us in the end. The amount of the repeat entries that they had. Eventually, they're going to get something. They have talent ahead of the football. Sharman was fantastic today as well. Mason Wood, his kicking was great. And eventually, once you give them, as I said, those repeat entries, they're going to find a way forward and they're going to find a way to go. And it pretty much broke as soon as Dean gave away that free kick. As soon as that happened, I can pretty much speak for everyone here. No faith at anything.
Michael NWO for life. I did see him after the game. $5. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking time to say hello after the game to me tonight. It was great to meet you, Mars. I was amazed that I spotted you in the crowd. Nah, it's all right. Always. If you do spot me, I might look like I'm about to kill somebody, but I will say hello to you and I will be respectful. But for the people behind me tonight, well, Jack's nonna would be rolling in his grave. I'll tell you that for free, 100%, mate. I can't get my head around that they didn't go after him. I can't believe it. They didn't set a precedent.
Did you think the crowd was?
I actually can believe it. I was going to say.
Did you think the crowd was? I didn't think. I found from the crowd, and again, no disrespect. I found from the crowd that they didn't really care. We're too far gone to really care about Jack and TDK anymore. It just felt like to me.
Even
it wasn't as loud as I thought. It wasn't as hostile as I thought.
Yeah, even Jack said like post game, they still got a lot of close mates, etc. So they obviously don't care that he left. They're probably happy for him that he left. I wish that they were in his position.
How can the board and Priestley stand or sit in the crowd or at home, wherever the hell they are, and watch that mass exodus of fans and not think we've got to do something here?
Yeah.
If they don't do something, they should be culpable. They should be, fall on their sword straight away because
They've got to go with him. They've got to go with him. That's what has to happen. This the only way this changes is if three of the head they all get cut off. Them, the board, the coach, and the recruiters as well. They've all got to go.
I think it always goes back to. It goes back to me to obviously that infamous 5-hour meeting where they decided to keep Voss, and that was pretty much one of Graham Wright's very first actions at this club. One of his first actions, right? The fact that he's made that decision, and there's people, I can't tell you how much people on socials were saying it's his first decision. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean everything's shit. Now you have to back him. Just because you don't like his decision doesn't mean you can't back Graham Wright. Blah blah blah. Rocco says it perfectly. That's the first red flag right there because you're going into a season with no expectations. If you would remove Voss at the start of the year, gone in with a new coach and a very similar list. If we weren't performing, it's unacceptable. Of course, it's unacceptable. We'll call that out. but at least you're actually trying to build something from the ground up instead of literally letting it fall and doing nothing about it. And that seems like what's happening now. And it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. But again, that word optics is so important when it comes to the situation, because the optics of sacking him now, you have even more egg on your face, I guess, right?
I can't believe how bad our ruckman were tonight. They were horrible.
Yeah.
Liam Reid
really
and Mark
shocking.
Whitney,
Yeah.
they
They got ran off his feet.
They gave absolute. They didn't even give a yelp. They wouldn't shout if a shark bit them tonight. Seriously, they were absolutely horrendous. Royal Marshall, this bloke. I said it in my preview that he'd have 2 and 20. I mean, he does it every year against.
He was
us.
drifting forward as well. No one followed him. The amount of space.
Got caught on him. Frankie Evans got caught on Rowan Marshall. Like, oh my god!
The amount of space that their players in general had, and the amount of times that they would literally make like that, they'd make a mismatch. They were just so switched on. And I think we give Ross Lyon a lot of criticism for being, a very defensive coach, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to be a defensive coach, you execute it like that, and you execute it with exiting D50 properly. And that's what they did. And they picked us apart. And they picked us apart straight out of the quarter break. At the start of the second quarter, start of the third quarter, you're supposed to be fresh. And they're just picking us apart. Where's the run? Where's the spread? Where's the team defense? But I say it because it hasn't been there all year.
Where's the move by the coach to do something, though?
Correct.
Where's the move by the coach to do something?
Or to spot that, or to spot these mismatches.
Put Harry McKay in the ruck. Change the midfielders in the middle.
But you can't. That's the thing.
On and on and on and on and on for 8 goals.
They don't have a mix where they can go.
There's no midfield mix, and they've taken away a key cog in Lord. I can't believe that Lord is not playing. I can't believe he's not playing. I'm baffled by that.
The mixes that they put in, mate, they're off. They're out of date. They're no good. Like, Joe's having a nice, beautiful, what are you having, a scotch?
Yeah, Mizaki 12.
Yeah, Mizaki. They don't have Mizaki. It ain't even fucking, there's nowhere near Jim Beam, not even Jack Daniels, bro. This thing, they put methylated spirits in there.
But Mars, because they've had the same blokes over and over. He sticks with the same guys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's what he knows.
They're not training a different mix. They're not even training a different mix. Yeah. That's what's happened. We're at the stage where this guy's got his favourites, and he'll play the same guys, he'll drop the same guys, he brings back in the same guys. So you're getting the same product when it goes wrong.
But there's no process to it. There's no plan. It's not like you're there's no plan. I don't get it.
You know what? If
100%.
I was saying today, I was saying to my brother, actually, if I was a VFL player, genuinely, and they picked me to go into the first, I'd say, you know what, don't bother this week. It's okay. I'm a bit sick. I don't want to play, because I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that AFL squad. I'm genuine about that. The culture in the AFL team, it's genuinely cancerous at the moment. It is the word. The way that they play football, it's unexciting. It's boring. The way it's actually boring. Like, I'm bored out of my mind. I'm going there like, oh, right, okay, yeah. Oh, you kicked the goal. But what's going to happen next is we're going to leak it. And the way that they exit out of our forward 50, mate, there was one play. I think it was a ball up or a throw in. We created the stoppage. I'm like, all right, good. Keep it in there. Try and make a goal out of this. The way they just walked it out, 4 kicks, and they kicked the goal. I'm like, I think it was a Cooper Sharma goal. I'm just going, like, but it happens every week. How do you not do any homework? Like, do they do anything? There's no homework being done. I'm convinced.
They don't do homework week to week, let alone on the same club. You know what they're going to do, and they never do it.
Skills and decision-making is always the problem we have. And we gave Walshy his $1 billion contract. He's got a new Ferrari. Fantastic. But running through the midfield, a simple hand pass to a guy that's in front of him, he stuffs it up, turnover,
hospital
goal down.
Hand passes too. Yeah. How many hospital hand passes did you see?
He tries to
How many hospital hand passes? Because they don't know.
So make them accountable for this.
Yeah, I saw there was a Nick Newman kick. It was about 20 meters. And I'm going, God, I'm like, out of all players, I couldn't hit a 20-meter kick. Nick Newman, it was going into our forward line, trying to kick the cover off it. Well, what are you doing? Just caress it down his throat. Instead, he's trying to kick the cover off it. It's gone down the other end, and they've kicked the guy. I think it might have been Henry or Rowan Marr. I'm just like, it's just shit like that. I'm just going, far out.
While we're talking Nick Newman, 2 weeks in a row, He's stood there while we've done an absolutely insane review of a ball that's clearly been touched by a player for a point. 2 weeks in a row. What is going on with this AFL? I mean, what are we watching? It's just painful. These
goal umpires are shit.
I was screaming at the goal umpire to drag himself. What's
the point of his job?
What are you
Bloke's got no
at?
confidence. Goal umpire has no confidence anymore.
You know why? It's because they've got the arc that they can fall back onto, and they don't need to make the decision. It's just a correct safety net.
If you've got a safety net, you're going to get careless. That's it.
All the time, all those, the umpires.
All the time.
I mean, it'd be rubbish. I mean, no one's blaming this on umpiring this week, obviously, but yeah, they're just rubbish. Some of the calls are.
Get a few more, and I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, you go. What's it called? Oh, thank you for joining as well. And
it's time to go.
Thank you to Dos Habibi Productions. But yeah, Matt Cottrell.
Ordinary today, turned it over quite a bit. I mean, who didn't it's incredible to me how we can be stagnant with ball in hand again and again. Let's say, for example, the first time we were trying to, switch it very slowly, just for example. The second time, you have to change something. You can't do any team says, okay, well, it's not worked this time if we just stand still, or if it's not worked this time if we move in. You have to change things. You have to change things. But this coaching regime hasn't changed things from week to week, hasn't changed things from year to year, and there was and still they kept them on again and again and again, thinking that maybe things would change or at least not get worse. This is literally, like you're saying, it's rotten. It was never just going to be smooth sailing. It was never just going to be a normal year. It was always going to get worse if you stand still, and that's exactly what we've done. We've just stood still in a different way than we have in the past, and it's crumbling. It's crumbling, and it's got to stop. Like, you've got to put an end to it. Egg on your face or not, you've got to stop.
Go, Rob.
When you've got Voss, go. Sorry.
No, go. No. You're going to say something. Go.
Well, when you got Voss and Hansen, they changed a few of the other guys around, but the head honcho, Voss, and his sidekick, Ashley Hansen, they're still there. This is still their gameplay, their style, the guys.
And nothing's ever changed really with them, right?
No. So I know we've said it a million times. I don't know why they're not going to get rid of him, but they need to start getting rid of him. We're watching, TDK, Sauce, mate, they're still playing good. We see how good they are when they play there. Even Kerno, and Mars, like he said, he's obviously made Harry look like he was great. Harry's crap without him. Right? Jack Martin.
He was a ghost today.
Right. Boss let him go. Didn't want him. Jack Martin is playing every game against for Geelong.
Because he's in a professional outfit. That took time to, get him.
Kennedy.
Sorry. Yeah, they took time to get him fit. Exactly.
5 guys that we've lost, quality players, doing big things for their clubs.
I mean, Harry having that set shot. He didn't know whether to go straight, drop punt, go around the corner. Then he starts
That's
looking.
That's classic Harry, isn't it? That's classic Harry.
No idea. He's got no confidence.
Where's that gone? Like, where's that snap gone? Usually he's snapping. I haven't seen it all year. I think I've seen it maybe like 2 or 3 times. Like,
I haven't seen him mark it to even get in that position.
I don't know where that's gone. Like, Durden as well. Durden's been playing good football as well.
He has.
It's like freedom when they leave this club. It's
like literally, especially for a small forward. We know what happens with Voss small forwards. Shocking.
Free. These players have been. It's like a chassis belt's been lifted off them. Like the shackles have been taken away, and these players, they look like they're just freedom. They're like, go play football. That's what they are. They're going, and they got smiles on their faces, and they're enjoying it. You look at our players, and I know they say they love Michael Voss.
No, they don't.
It's got to be cap.
No, this guy's a tough
Or maybe
guy,
they love him so much that they know that their performances will never be criticised really that badly by him. That could be the reason. It's just, it's got to end. It's got to end. And again, the fact that they thought that nothing bad could happen, the fact that they thought we'll just go into the season and see it out, and pretty much it's like when I don't know if any of you have played career mode on any sports game. It's like they just want to press sim to end of season, and that's it. And they just be done with it. No, you have to play the season, and you have to get something out of it.
after his stint in his 5th year at the Lions, then the players hate his guts. By then, a whole bunch of them were leaving.
Exodus.
Exactly the same as what's happened with us now.
It's coming. It is coming.
I think a lot, and a lot's been made with like this kind of style of football has been happening since he got there. Except we kind of had that talent pool of players to get us out of it in a way, and
They're gone now.
I can remember some wins. Like I remember there was a game in like 23 or 24 we beat North, and we just scraped through, and it was purely because of like Charlie, or it might have been purely because of Weavers or something. Do you remember that one? Yeah.
Charlie.
And I felt really ugly out of it. I felt ugly after a win, and obviously we don't have that talent now, so we're not winning. But that's what it's so simple and so one-dimensional that literally talent is the definition between us winning more games, and that's shocking because you look at teams with maybe not the most incredible amount of talent, but they have that system and they have that belief in what the coach is saying. It's such a simple thing.
I'll kick him and put him. This is a good one though. Being purple and green. Rob's video stream is about as illustrative at the moment as Box's whiteboard. Come back in, Rob. Come back in. Give me a second. I'll kick you and then come back in. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna watch Michael Voss's press conference tonight. I'm just gonna do myself a favor.
Is there anything else to say? Like, is there anything else?
No.
What else is there to say? We said it last week. Replay last week if you want.
There's nothing. But
I personally my thing this week was our midfield mix, and the fact that we already have a midfield mix that is not very, it's not very deep, and the fact that you've taken a guy out of there who's actually quite promising. I couldn't get past that. I could not get past that, and you saw they wavered, and it was clearance inside 50, and that's just what happened with us.
Go, David. You're going to say something.
Oh, David, I know our mate David Rees-Jones said that he had a hate relationship with Wolsey, but they had a mutual respect and they knew that they would get the best out of each other. So, Voss doesn't need to be everyone's buddy and be talking about their haircuts and crap. He needs to be talking about game plans and what he's going to do and why justify those changes. Who cares about what the club's doing off the field? It's just ridiculous. They've just got to work out. He doesn't need to be everyone's mate.
No, it's the right point. I mean, does everyone like everyone at their workplace? Probably not. You're all buddies? Probably not. But you got a mutual respect that you've got a job to do. We've got to hit a certain criteria. We have to hit a certain KPI, as Carlton like to put it. And if we don't, well, then we go back in. We give the hard home truths to each other, and that's it. No hard feelings. At the end of the day, it's just football, yeah? But again, I was saying, what are we, a barbershop? What are we, a disco? What are we, a nightclub? What are we, a psych ward? Like, we're a psychologist. We're doing, like, what are we? Like, we're getting away from the core, what we are, what this club is. It's Carlton Football Club. It's none of that stuff. Like, yes, we can have all that. That's great. That is great. But putting the emphasis on that, it racks my brain, and the people that feed into it as well. I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody how to support. I don't like doing that. Like, people can support whatever the way that they want, but the people love it. They feed off it. They're clapping, and I think that, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm maybe seeing too much into it, but
no, it's spot on.
I don't think we demand enough of this club. Like, if we were demanding, we'd be knocking down that door tomorrow and saying, we want answers. Why does this keep happening? Why does the same thing keep happening week in, week out? It's genuine. It was an arm wrestle. Got after half time. Third quarter hits. What do they kick? 8 goals straight or something, 7 goals, something like that. Like, it's ludicrous. Like, what is it? Insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same result. But you're getting the same result. You know what? Like,
I just, like, as a player,
I want to be happy. Just give me one. I thought this week that they could get a performance and they could possibly win. I didn't say that they would, but I said this could be a week where they play not a ballistic style of football where we can match up well against St Kilda, I thought.
Ollie Holland's spaghetti arms did a really good tackle, and that was impressive because you don't see it very often. And Carroll took a good mark. They're two good things. That's about it. That's all I got.
I think, spot on Carroll. I think the only good thing for me really was I think we spoke about Carroll drifting forward as a winger, being more attacking, and good on him. Took a great mark, kicked a great goal. But I mean, it's incredible to me that something like what Matty Carroll does is now. I think he's a great player, but what he does isn't really that special. But when you see him compared to what we have around him, it looks it, and that's so concerning. It's so concerning because you look at a Matty Carroll, right? He's looking to get leadership, to get better, and he's looking to, evolve his game. He can't do either of those things. He can't. He's stuck at the moment, and I feel bad for him because he's really got no one to look. He's got no one to look to. He's going to look to Cripps and say, "Lead me."
You know what he's going to be, Zach? I've got 3 words for you. He is cursed. That's what he's going to be. The whole club's going to be cursed. I think we are cursed. I think we're just
it's an infection.
And so good. Jagger's horrible at the moment.
Sorry,
Jagger is horrible at the moment. What has happened to him? He's kicking sideways. He's handballing sideways. He's not damaging. This guy was supposed to be damaging.
Handball. He started off in the midfield and then Voss moved his position and hid him and protected him.
Bad.
And he's destroyed his confidence.
Bad. Yeah. It doesn't take. There's no. It's just safe what he's doing. His kicks and that, they're just safe. And they're not getting us anywhere.
A lot of them are like that. I mean, you don't want to bash the kid, but you give up pick 3.
No, I'm not bashing him.
No. I'm not saying you are. What I'm saying is, I'm reiterating your point is that we've moved heaven and earth for a kid. He's 19. I get that. It's not about not being harsh, but you still got to criticize and just you're looking at these kids for other teams coming in. I know you look at the systems that they come into and you go, okay, yeah, it can help a kid like this. Maybe it is the system. Maybe I think it is too. It's all down to coaching for me. The system does not help him whatsoever. The setup forward of the ball is non-existent. But you can still try and make things happen. When it's your turn to go, you can still go forward. You can try and look to move it forward and get on the end of chains and 1-2s and all that. I don't know. Again, I'm reserving judgment on him. I think he's going to be a very good player. I think he'll be a very good player. I just need to see everyone and all these players with a new coach. They need a new voice. It's what needs to happen because now we're starting to criticize these players where we think that they are good footballers. I think that they are. I'm not saying they're all world beaters, but I think they're good footballers. To get to
you can get another level out of these guys. You can get another level out of these guys.
I think there's a lot of D graders, but I think they can raise the floor from a D to a C. And this is what I think a new coach comes in and gives a new vibe, a new outlook on the way to play football. Like these players don't know anything else now. They resorted back to. They're trying to make things happen with the list that they have, but it ain't happening. Like Zach Williams through the middle, and like he's never been a midfielder. He never will.
But this is like you say that this is what they're like. This is what Jagger's learning now, and it was interesting because the whole idea to get Jagger Smith in was we thought as a club that we were going to be competing, and the idea was instead of getting a Dan Houston, you get a guy where you can regenerate on the run. We're going to still compete, but we're going to still have this guy. And we think we have the team to help this guy grow. We don't have the team to help this guy grow. We don't have the environment to help this guy grow. And that's nothing on him. I'm going to reserve judgment on him. That's not on him. But we don't have the team. We don't have the environment to help this guy grow anymore. And it's such an important asset that it's almost worth specifically for him to change everything. Let alone the rest of these guys like a Harry Dean who kills himself for this club. You know what I mean? And there's countless other guys out there that do have the effort. It's just there's some that also don't, and that's mostly leaders. And there's some that just have no idea because of the environment that we're in. It's sad.
I couldn't believe how bad Peternet was tonight.
He ran off. Like it wasn't. He wouldn't even get to the contest to actually impact the contest. He was still running there, and the contest is here. And
but you know what? People are noticing.
Join again, Rob. Join again. It's like it's gone. You've gone into full transformer mode.
Yeah,
but was Kiddo protecting the hand because it was broken and he wasn't really fit enough to play? Was that the problem?
Don't play him.
Exactly.
if it is, don't play him. I mean, where's the selection integrity in that? Like, if we're doing that now again, like we didn't learn our lesson in 2024 at the end of the year where we brought back players that were injured and we got spanked 60-0 in a final. Like, you can't be doing that. It's detrimental to your team. Like, if maybe it is, I've got to go back and watch it. I don't really want to watch it, but I'll watch it again. But I'll have a look for that. It's a good point.
And I mean, you're talking about also Jagger Smith. I mean, he's literally standing on the wing watching us bomb it straight down down there the sideline every single time. He's not going to be able to mark it. And then the ball goes straight away down the other end. You know, we're so predictable in what we're doing, and that's crap as well. I mean, we're predictably crap. It's just time and time again. How can they not understand that it's just going to get the same result, like you said?
You just look at the team and you look at the list, and there's some good footballers on here, and I know that.
Like an Ollie Florent, for example, I think we can get something out of an Ollie Florent, but not with this current regime. That's just one example.
Yeah, he's.
But I don't think he'd be this bad under another coach, though.
Yeah, but his kicking's always let him. I think his kicking efficiency alone, I think it's around 60 for his career, well below AFL average, like well below. Well, I think average is like 70 odd, something like that. So I don't know. I think he's limited.
Another coach would find a role. Like another coach, another regime would find.
Well, Dean Cox couldn't. You know what his role was? The sub for 16 rounds. That's what his role was. He was a subway rap. That's what his role was. So I just don't know. Again, he scraps. Will Haywood, like.
I forgot he was there. Where was he?
Ghostland. Yeah, he wasn't good. Wasn't good at all.
The best recruit that I think's been all year is definitely, obviously, is Ben Ainsworth. I think he's been here, and he'll go in as.
He's all right today.
But he's always there. He's trying to make things happen. He bobs up in good areas, and I thought this is why back in 24. Go and get Ben Ainsworth. You know, he could complement the likes of
Charlie Furno.
That's what happens when you're tied up in shit contracts to play.
Correct. And they stood
because
still.
You can't move, and you couldn't move anything. We couldn't move around. You couldn't trade anything. We had no.
Do you want some centre bounce attendance?
Bocheck. Game day live. Bocheck. How are you, brother?
That's the real Bocheck.
Yeah.
That is the real Bocheck. How was your game day? Good?
Yeah, it was all right. Stuck around a bit for it afterwards. Had a chat with everyone until you were ready, pretty much.
Yeah. I was home at about 10:50, and I'm like, I just need to decompress for about 3.5 minutes, and then I'll get on. So, like, and I love doing this for people and chatting, and I don't know if it's therapy anymore. It's torture and torment.
Yep.
But yeah, what did you make? I mean, what did you make? It's the same thing every week.
What else can you say? What else?
Look, I just spent 3 hours talking about it and about an hour or half an hour after the game. So I want to talk about something different now. I've looked up the best barbers in Carlton. So
Carlton FC.
From what I can see, Buddy's Barbershop, B Sharp, Captain Style, they've all got 5-star reviews. So I think personally, the club should probably look at those for this week. So
I don't know about you.
Anyone that didn't get a shave this week, send them to those 3. I can look up best cafes as well. This is actually what I do for a job as well. So, yeah, I'm happy to give the club some pointers on where to head this week for their social time and content creation. And,
that's actually that's actually the announcement that we've all been waiting for. So
yeah, that's the big.
You've been waiting because I've been waiting.
Yeah, that's the big reveal. You know what I mean?
I've been waiting for the reveal. I'm actually on the edge of my seat for the reveal.
That's it. I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing week. And actually, I do have a question. What does everyone think the feel-good story will be next week?
Cody.
Yeah, another week in the VFL for him.
Oh, so we're going to go back to Cody. We're going to double up.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Who are we versing? Brisbane. Oh, it'd be Voss against the old team. It'd be amazing leader Michael Voss against the old mob.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll play a montage. We'll play a montage of
a ripping midfielder. Yeah, that's it. That's what we'll do.
Of his best midfield moments at Brisbane Bears and Lions. Yeah, sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Brisbane has on their whiteboard.
That noise. Oh,
Guys going one step further. Oh, are you actually? Nah, he hasn't got the buzzer on. That's all right.
I've got it, brother. There's hair. There's hair, brother. It's happening, brother.
Hey, listen, you got to be on board. Stronger together. So if they're doing
Stronger
it,
together.
do it.
Club like no other.
I am not.
I know we're coming.
Let's be. I'm not doing that.
Come.
I'm interested to see what Brisbane has on their whiteboard with our strengths and weaknesses.
This is This is commitment. Yeah.
No strengths.
Did you
I've
see
got centre bounce attendance stats. So the one that really stands out, Ben Ainsworth had two centre bounce attendances, and you've got Lord out 2 centre bounce attendances.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Ainsworth had two.
I couldn't hear. I was just at the barbershop. Sorry, I was just.
We're just getting a quick.
You're gonna be awaiting your haircut. I
was just getting the hair that I don't have anymore because of Carlton.
Ben Ainsworth 2.
Did you use the bath salts afterwards, or?
I was smelling them, brother. I was smelling them with Harry Mackay. Actually, I need to go get the Colgate because I got to remember to brush my teeth like Paddy Cripps as a kid, and I'll be like his daughter after it with a big smile. I'll be with a big smile
because that's how his family did it when he was younger.
Like, come on, brother.
The scripted promo lines, you know.
We are. I'm convinced we're like a test. We are test dummies. No. But no. We are test. We're test dummies. Like this is like we are. I don't know what the hell we are, bro. Fucking taking the. I'm shaving my hair in front of 300 people. Like who? Like that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Like we're taking gut punches live on stream. Like. What, bro? What are we? It's not even about football. This is what we are. 100%. That's one of the words I was looking for. Thank you very much, Peter.
We have fun.
Social experiment.
No matter what, we always seem to have fun.
What's my favorite Taylor Swift song?
No, Jacob.
I don't know. Do we have one?
Taylor.
Do we have one? Taylor, what's the best Taylor Swift song?
Taylor, what's the best Taylor song?
Yeah, because she.
There we go.
But there was they did have a Taylor Swift song. They come on a kind of karaoke at halftime. You know that?
Of course. Okay, so explain this. How do they have a fucking Taylor Swift song as karaoke and Harry doesn't come out and kick 5 in the second half?
He's given up on her.
He's that bad that even Taylor Swift can't save him.
Yeah, he's gone then. That's finished. Who's he going to look to now?
Mate didn't want to be there today.
Colgate. Whoever made Colgate, I don't fucking know.
Instareels.com, brother. He's doing another Santa Fe ad. He's doing another Santa Fe.
We spoke about Wiedering looking like he's a little bit disinterested and whatever else. Harry put that on show tonight like never before.
Didn't want to be there.
No.
It's almost like even the way that we were coached, it was like they didn't want to be there. Like I'm looking, obviously, as I said, Ainsworth 2 centre bounce attendances for a guy that we thought would play extra midfield time because there's no Lord. How the fuck does that work? You've gone with less of a midfield. That's ridiculous. There's no change. There's nothing.
That situation where there was 2 of their players and not one of our defenders in between them and the goals, and you just think, how can it possibly happen?
It was on transition again. Every time we pushed forward and didn't score a goal, they go down the other end.
Favorite Taylor Swift song from Taylor, my fiance, she's lucky to have me as a fiance, as you can see. My favorite is Dancing with Our Hands Tied, which, to be honest, is fitting because we play like we have our hands tied. Yeah,
spot on.
But I wonder what her version.
With the legs tied too, we can't run.
Definitely isn't our version of hands tied. I'll tell you that for free. Maybe it's Harry's version of hands tied. I don't know. Maybe he likes that. But
Harry's version.
Who else is there? I'm just trying to pick out names because
Brody
Kebab was good.
No bullying. Don't bully anyone.
No, Brody Kebab was good tonight, wasn't he? I thought he was
He
okay.
kicked another 3. What else can we ask of him right now?
What else he can do?
Harry can't even kick 1. He's kicking 3 a week, minimum 2. What's going on?
I mean, I'm telling you, both backmen are our best forwards. Him and Mitch McGavin, they're our best forwards. Like, it's actually embarrassing.
And don't give me. And you know what the worst thing for Mackay is? The excuse is usually, "Oh, the service is rubbish." You think the service to him is rubbish?
What about
The other two make their own goals. The other two make their own goals. So where's the excuse there?
Yeah.
Don't give me the service. It's been rubbish for 5 years. Don't give me that.
McGovern has been fading out in second halves quite a lot this season. I mean, he's kicked a few early goals, but then goes missing for the rest of the game.
Because the midfield goes missing. And the midfield just simply got... How tired did the midfield look? They look like their legs were dead. Their legs were
as soon as we kicked those 3 points in the third quarter to start it off, then the game just turned and the midfield just went to sleep.
It went to sleep.
What happened to the midfield?
And there was no changes. It was the same. It was the same midfield mix too, which was disappointing.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I look at the midfield and I go, "What are you going to throw in there? Like, what is there on our list that you're going to throw in there to make a difference?" I understand what you're saying. Trust me, I do. And I was saying this to Atush, only Carlton, right? So he had a thing on Twitter, and I've gone, mate, you can put in Jesus Christ himself in there. It ain't changing anything. Like, yeah, you want to see Ainsworth through there, Zach Williams, Jagger Smith. We've done all of that. We've actually done all of it. We've actually done it all. Jagger Smith was in there at the start of the year all year. He's played again in there. I think he's gone in another 13 times this
13 centre, which is a decent number for him.
We've tried to protect him over the past couple of weeks as well, give him a new role. Zach Williams has been in there in the past 3 weeks. Before that, he was injured for 2 weeks, and then he was playing up down back in his actual role. And then Ben Ainsworth, he went in there last week. I think it was about 5 or 6 times, something like that. So we've tried it all. I think Ben Ainsworth, he's good for 1 or 2 times in there, throw a different mix, but ultimately you want him at half forward impacting the game. But, I mean, you look at it, you look at the list, what are you going to throw? Ollie Florent. I'm surprised they didn't throw Adam Sard in there, to be honest, or Matt Carroll. Like, he's just throwing everything, caution to the wind now. But with this, he's joined the Barbers Club.
Who, me?
Which barber did you go to Carlton Football Club barbershop?
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah. Mate, I've got to tell you, after seeing that bit of vision during the week, mate, I couldn't help but go straight down to the Carlton barber, and they gave me the whole freaking shebang.
I need to come there now and give you a little one like that.
the big Vincenzo's been influenced.
He's influenced. How you doing, boys?
Fantastic.
Get on the bandwagon, Vince.
Good to see you, Dave, all the way from WA, and
bit of hair.
Bo all the way from Rosebud. And the other boys, we're all from the crime capital of Australia.
I was waiting.
Mate, life couldn't be better, could it? It just couldn't be better here in Melbourne.
Before you go on a tangent, give me 1 sec. Because
I can't wait, please.
Oh, this is fucking fitting, isn't it? $2.99 Aussie. Thank you very much. CFC now stands for Corporate Financial Club. I mean, Vince has been calling this for about, I don't know, 10 years.
5 years.
Yeah, whatever you have. Since the start of the Jumper Punch, you toxic supporter. But anyway, what a fantastic game. An awesome game. The boys, they put a lot of speed on the ball. They composed under pressure. I thought they were fantastic. And Cody Walker, shades of his dad. Oh, my God. Oh, sorry, sorry. That was the VFL I was speaking about, not the AFL. But anyway, actually, if you just want to go watch a replay and you don't want to watch the AFL, go watch the VFL boys today. If you haven't watched it, go do yourself a favor and go watch them, because I think they were quite good. I think they were quite good. But anyway.
Yep.
Don't forget Carlton's next Messiah, mate. Lucas Kutafides, what I'm telling you.
That's the next one.
Everyone's jumping on board there too. Can you believe the extent to which this club has adopted the Messiah mentality? They're even pinging their hopes on a 15-year-old, for goodness sake.
It's fucking 5 years younger than me.
Don't worry.
Save our club.
They'll destroy Cody Walker like they've destroyed freaking Jagger Smith and Sam Walsh already.
Well, not if everything changes, but will we get that?
I remember at the start of the season, Mars, I remember you saying, give him the best first year player. What's that?
The
award
Rising
called again?
Star. Fuck, it's gone. Finished. Don't worry
Rising
about
Star.
it.
Yeah.
I cashed
You really
out.
think so now after 8 rounds?
No, I cashed out after round 3. I cashed out. I took a bit of money. I took profit, put it on Willem Bursma, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was
There
it.
is no way Jagger Smith's winning that. No way in the world.
Nah, not in this.
That's
midfield.
so sad.
I stocked up on these freaking.
We were
cards
supposed to be. We were supposed to be the environment for Jagger Smith to grow.
Sad, man. The worst environment.
Worst environment. Shocking.
All I can say to you is after tonight, I feel vindicated after everything I said in that article in the Herald Sun during the week.
It's the worst period because you got no hope. You got nothing to hope
bad,
for.
And Boss is not so bad, and
toxic.
There's
masculinity.
There's another social media owner that sits on the fence. He's got that many fucking that much barbed wire up his ass because he keeps sitting on the fence and he'll never have a go at the club. I wonder why.
Vince, it's just how it is. You've always been that way. We you know that.
I'm telling you, mate. It's time to make everyone accountable, and
you've
been saying it. Rocco's been saying it. I've been saying it. It's got to start from the top down, and unless it happens from there, it's just window dressing and band-aids.
You know what I was saying too at the game, leaving the game. I said we've got to put the blame on the fans as well. Yeah, we do not demand enough. We don't demand enough. We don't. No. We're happy to sit there.
We've become conditioned.
Yeah,
we've got Stockholm syndrome.
Correct.
Yeah.
What have I said the last 2 weeks, Mars?
I know. I've always said this too. Like after 23, when we've gone on that run, there's a post that I have, and I took a photo of it. And after 24 is, yes, we did good. We saved the season, and we went on probably the best run that we've seen in the past 20 years. Right? Fair enough, right? But you still got to
expect an aberration.
More. Correct. But you still got to expect more and demand more after it, and we clearly don't demand enough.
Been going backwards ever since.
We have. We have.
You look at our ladder position ever since we finished in that prelim. It's now nearly 3 years ago. We've just been going backwards, and it's time that the board grew a pair and made some decisions that were going to put us on the right track forward from now on, because we're just going backwards at the moment. We are going that far backwards. It's not funny.
Magpie Army Chronicles. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth there, Magpie Army Chronicles. Yeah, he's a good bloke. He's a good bloke. You shut your mouth, you greasy, filthy.
23, yeah. Should have been a Carlton Collingwood grand final.
Shout out, Magpie. He's always, yeah.
Vince, did you think it was interesting that the club went into this year basically not really selling any hope? Like they were kind of just saying,
sorry, Zach.
It's just going to be a cruise control kind of year. We'll see Vossi. Like that was kind of what the vibes were. Like, did you think that was interesting instead of them kind of selling us something? Because I found that really odd that they weren't really selling us the hope of anything. They were just saying, it's just going to be a normal year and it'll be nothing bad will happen, but nothing really that good's going to happen either, which is shocking.
You know what they fell into the trap of, Zach? They thought that they could just park the bus in neutral and just let 1 year go by and nothing was going to come of it. The problem is if you stay standing still in this business, you're actually going backwards at the rate of knots.
Yeah.
If you're not moving forwards and going in the direction that's going to take you towards a premiership, you're actually doing more damage by non-action. And Graham Wright's decision at the end of last year, whether it was forced upon him or not by the board, I don't know. I personally suspect the board did not want to sack Voss because they didn't want to paint themselves in the same light as all the other previous administrations that sacked coaches one after the other. They wanted to avoid terminating him prematurely because every other coach had actually been cut prematurely. Now, they much rather let him serve out his full term. Mind you, that was after they tried to find a coach who they couldn't find anyone. So now they're finding themselves in a real pickle because they might have their hand forced soon. I still believe that by the middle of the season, by the time we play Essendon in that bye round, it's probably time to say goodnight at the latest.
Do it now. At the latest. The inevitable.
You know what?
Yeah, I know, Melbourne,
because they're going to have.
They won't do it now. They won't do it.
They won't because they're going to have egg on their face either way, right? That's what I found really interesting with not sacking him 6 months ago because they're going to have egg on their face either way. It's just incredible that they think it's going to be better or it'll look better if they part ways mutually at the end of the season, which I personally still think is going to happen. I think he'll coach the year out, and I hate it. I think he's just going to part. They'll have a mutual parting of ways. Thank you. Good night. It's actually worse because
What a
it's
waste
bad now.
of a
Imagine another 12 weeks.
No, that's not if the losses keep going like this.
What
They
a
will.
waste of
They
a
don't want
year.
egg on their face.
You know,
Trust me.
Melbourne shows if it's done right, the result that you get.
100%.
And Melbourne is making the decision that Graham Wright and the board did to keep this.
Should have made in the off season.
Spot on, Rob. Absolutely spot on, mate.
It is making it look horrible.
Yep.
You know, and Melbourne's still going. During the week, they get rid of the big boss because they weren't happy with what he was doing as well. So they're still cutting and doing things.
You know, before that Essendon game, I can't see us winning any one of the matches leading up to it. We've got the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba next Friday. We've got the Western Bulldogs at Marvel.
I won't be here.
They'll probably, even with a depleted lineup, they'll beat us. Port Adelaide in Adelaide. And then we wear the orange socks against Geelong.
Durden. Cordy Durden. Give me 1 second.
It's time to go!
Thank you to Bo for game day. He's off. He's done his job for tonight.
He'd be exhausted by then.
No, he would be. Yeah,
they might have to sack Michael Voss after we lose to Geelong and then bring awareness to domestic violence against coaches.
The only message I heard over summer was that we had this new look forward line. We were going to have a new system of moving the ball. Is that all we had? Because that's fallen apart, and now we've got nothing
David,
left.
where?
Nah.
Where
is that?
David? I went to all the pre-season match sims and all the bloody training sessions, and I'm looking at them going, okay, maybe they're trying to change. Where? I've hardly seen it. If anything, I've seen it for one quarter. They got spooked by Sydney, and they threw it in the bin, and they're going, we're not going back there. We're just going to revert back to what we do. And
That's
just
a lack
throw
of leaders. That's a lack of leaders enforcing. That's a lack of leaders enforcing at any type of change, really, let alone, and
I can't.
Field change.
Tom, I can't. I'm not pulling out the press conference, not tonight. I don't care if it was bad, not bad. I'm not doing it to the people in here and not doing it to ourselves. So tonight, that can stay in the bin with that one. But again, I spoke on this bloke before. The Moo, Cowan, he was fed to the wolves against Nazai, and I thought he did an admirable job for a half. I thought he was good.
He ran his guts off.
That chase down that he went, he didn't chase him down, but to add pressure for 100 meters on the wing, on the members' wing, mate, I thought that was fantastic. And then Ollie Florin goes and coughs it up. At his feet, easy, because Nazai stuffed the kick up, and I'm going, it could have gone down the other end. Could have gone down the other end. We probably would have had a goal out the back, and I'm going, oh my, it's amateur hour, mate. It's novice level. Like that, he had the ball in his hands, and I'm going, oh my, the blokes just ran 100 meters with Naz, who's got wheels like anything, like a Ferrari.
Bad.
And he didn't give up. He didn't give up all night, Cowan. So he genuinely is going to get my 5 this week because I thought he was fantastic. He would have just been said, here you go, you're going to have Naz here. He'd do a little bit of video study, and this is what he does. No one went up to Naz to help Cowan as well, blocking as well. It was just all him by himself on the island. And I'm like going, far out, throw a couple of bodies at him, like help him out. Then they kept him on the pitch when Naz went off. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what's the tagging role? When he comes off, you come off. When he comes on, you go on. You shadow him. Again, like the coaching, he got all of his assistants that he wanted, even the like. I think that he played very well on that. I think he impacted him quite well. That he forced him sideways a lot. He's kicked a lot of handballing. So again, I thought he did an admirable job on him for a first tagging role. Good on him. Good on Cowan. That's it. That's my only positive of the night, to be honest. That's the only one. And Kemp, Brody Kebab. I thought he was good.
If he had a kick straight, he might have got 5, actually, 5 or 6.
But you know that's going to come with him. He ain't Jeremy Cameron, you know what I mean? So
No.
what you see is what you get. He's a backman going up
Yeah.
forward, and a backman is our bet. The two backmen, as I said before to the boys, Vince, that they're our best forwards. Two backmen.
Yeah.
You know, so again, Cowan, well done. I didn't expect that from him. Fucking go to wagon wheels like taking a piss. But anyway. See, that's what we're left with. Yeah, it's fucking silence because we have nothing
What are you
else to
gonna
say
say?
that we have not already said. Adam Saab, average.
Horrible. Do we know the extent of Harry Dean's groin? I believe he went off with a bit of a niggle. Do we know what the extent of it was?
They put him back out. They put him back out there. I saw him on the wing running, and I'm like, he looks cooked. Like he was limping, running, and I'm like, obviously he's going to try his heart out, the kid, like his old man. But I'm like, you can't. Why did they put him back out there? It was after when he pushed Liam Henry, and then that's when it happened. He went off the ground.
We put players back on the field that had a lacerated kidney, for crying out loud. I mean, come on.
But wait, it's all right. Who was it? Our doctor. They took time off. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll be saying something about him tomorrow night in my show, Blue Sunday.
I can't wait. That one's going to get us cancelled for life.
Matt Chamberlain.
Here we go. I love it. He did.
Everybody in my sights, Mars.
It was. I can't believe you
Boys,
overhyped.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Rob.
I'm cooked as well.
Ciao, Rob. Take care.
It's time to go!
That one will wake up a few people.
Hey, Mars, in all of the areas of the game that you would expect us to be in front, we're actually behind.
Yeah,
St Kilda won the clearances 34-24, including 16 to 11 centre clearances, 18 to 13 stoppage clearances, 112 contested possessions to 106. I mean, these are the areas that we're expected to be. That's supposed to be our one wood. Well,
what was the tackle count?
The tackles, we only got 40 tackles for the whole game. I think they got about 46 they got about 47 tackles, but
did they?
They had the ball most of the time.
Yeah. I think they were. What were they? No, I was thinking of the VFL. They were 9 at half time.
The tackles inside 50, they had 8-6 in their favour. So even though they had the ball most of the time, we were still laying less tackles as well. So not good enough. Just not good enough.
Yeah.
What is this? Sorry to cut you off. Mick Matakuchi, $2.99. Mars, show the clip of Voss talking on TDK and Sauce. I can't. I'll break everything. I can't.
Vince,
I'll break everything.
I remember because they show the stats in the ground. I think the clearances were very similar for a while up until
the third quarter they just dominated.
Correct. Up until they decided to give us a little bit of a run, and the leaders in Walsh and leaders in Cripps couldn't stop it. So it's another rinse and repeat, really.
Can anyone get a recording of what Michael Voss tells them at halftime? Because in nearly every halftime address this year, they've come out like they're sleepwalking. Most of our third quarters have been terrible.
Like, you're supposed to be well rested. You're supposed to be
from the Sydney Swans game where we had 12 goals kicked against us in one quarter, till today where we've had 8 goals unanswered at one point, kicked against us, before we got one late one. I mean, why do these things keep happening? No one seems to be, particularly perturbed by it. I mean, what are they doing to get to the bottom of this? There's got to be something causing this to happen. Week after week after week, a run of minimum 5 goals unanswered. Today it was 8.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It looks like at half time, especially, we go into our little groups. You've got the midfield coach, you've got and there's no connection between these groups at all. And that's how they're playing. They're not connected as a unit, as a team. It's just not there at all. Address these things. Do something about it. Change things. Eating little bloody lollies and little burgers or whatever the hell they're doing is fine and dandy, but that's not what you're out there for. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I'm having a look now. Here we
go. By
the
way, in terms of tackles, Sam Walsh had 5, Adam Chera had 4, and the rest of them had either 3 or less.
Rubbish. Give me 1 sec. Apparently, this is it. So this is what he says. Have a listen.
And 3 players did not have 1 tackle. Jacob Wiedering, Harry Mackay, and Matt Carroll.
Let's listen to this.
Silvani declining as fuel for this game?
No. So it's about the Carlton Football Club, mate. It's not about St Kilda Football Club. I don't talk about opposition players. You know, they've left, mate. They left last year. They chose a different direction. So we go on our own.
Yeah, well, the only way they went was up and we went down. If you're not, you got to have a little bit of fuel to the fire. I mean, they actually played like he said. They didn't address him, to be honest. They actually played. No one went to him. No one went to him the whole game. Like I couldn't believe it. But when I say I can't believe it, I can believe it because it's Carlton now. Give me a sec. Rocco, how are you? He's shaving his head. Welcome to the Carlton Barber Club.
Hey, how we going there?
Good.
I just want to keep up the theme. I just want to keep up the theme of the Carlton Football Club and make sure our heads are nice and smooth. Oh, you're doing it too?
I've already done it before. I've done it before.
Oh, that's fantastic. Got to make sure we're nice and smooth.
That's it.
How are we all going? I thought I'd go out and we just went and had something to eat and some dessert. Fuck Carlton. Oh, fucking... Jesus Christ, man.
I don't talk about opposition players, but if you go look on the whiteboard of fucking Brisbane.
Oh, that was the best.
How good is that? How good is that? And they go out and belt them by 80-odd points. I know it's Essendon.
Ben Mackay, strengths, 0.
Yeah, Ben Mackay, 0. Weaknesses,
low confidence.
1 slight knock. Like,
imagine what he's going to put
Haven't
on
they
the
got
board.
the Mackay? Mate, they'd have the same notes on Harry too. Don't worry about that. For next week. I'd love to get their notes for next week's game when we play them up at the Gabba.
The same thing.
I want to see the board when it's against us. I want to see what it's
Imagine what that board's going to say. Fuck, man, that's so bad. That is so bad.
What'll it have against Michael Voss's name, I wonder, Rocco?
800K, 800K a year. To be a fucking jobber. He's a fucking jobbing right now. How, bro? How is this bloke on 800K? Whatever he is. How? What? In what world? In what sphere? We got to send this group to they need to go on Artemis 3. Send them to the moon and make sure they don't come back. The whole board, the coaching, the everything. I don't think it'd even make it halfway. I don't even think it'd make it out of the atmosphere. But mate, just free us from this pain. It's just pain. Every week is pain. We're already, what are we, a third of the way through? I can't wait.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
What did you think of the booing tonight, guys? Because I thought it
wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be.
Nah, it might as well have not happened. It was just...
Which I don't blame the fans for because who can be fucked anymore? We know there's no point in booing because we're not going to.
Are you serious?
They would have been laughing at us if we were booing. They would have been laughing, those blokes.
When Silvani touched the ball, the booing was loud. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Waste of time.
It wasn't as loud as I thought, though.
I know it's a waste of time, but you said was it loud?
I didn't say laugh. So is Tom. So
I know, but you didn't ask that. You asked, was the booing loud? The booing was loud, man.
At the start, it was. At the start, but it petered out badly.
Yeah, of course. When your fucking thing goes down, you're going to keep booing him, man.
Correct. So why boo when you know you're not going to freaking win the game?
I think there were still people booing at the end. There was still booing.
We won't be booing our own players.
Those blokes would be going off the ground saying, "Thank God I left that fucking club."
I think players.
I'm telling you, those blokes would have gone off the ground saying, "Thank God I'm no longer there."
I'm out, boys.
You're out.
You mean it's time to go, and it's time to go for Voss.
It's time to go!
Well done to the Selection Blues, Zach. Yeah.
What do you think of the free kick against Harry Dean for pushing the bloke into the fence and then giving away 2 goals in a row?
Ill-disciplined. I said this earlier, and I said
that was a very key moment in the game, wasn't it?
Ill-disciplined. Somebody should have grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. Jacob Wiedering should have got him. He should have said, "Not good enough, mate. We don't do that. That is ill-disciplined. You'll learn from it. Don't do that ever again." And then Michael Voss should have reiterated the point. on the bench, to be honest, because he did go off after that because he hurt his groin. So
yeah,
you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You can't be giving him a 12-point play in genuinely 10 seconds. And again, he'll learn from that. He'll learn. He's probably I don't know. Is he frustrated? Probably, yeah. But again, it's ill-disciplined, and it's like I said, it's like giving a dog a treat for shitting on the carpet. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And going, oh, who's a good boy? You don't give it. You say, no, wrong. Obviously not, but, to that certain extent. But not good enough. He's done it a couple times. Go.
That double goal was a result of, I think it was a Chera turnover, and it was a horrendous turnover that led to the first goal. So, yes, Harry Dean's act was ill-disciplined, but if we rewind it to what caused the initial problem, again, it was a horrendous skill decision. Right. So that's where the fault, I think, lies, not with what Harry Dean was doing. At least he was putting up a fight.
No, look, I agree with that to a certain extent.
They were both in the wrong
point. Yeah, but you can't be doing that stuff. You know that the umpires are looking for stuff like that nowadays. And I mean, at that point, you knew.
But is Harry Dean now? He's young, Is he getting a little bit frustrated too at the moment? I mean, he looks like he's a winner, He looks like he fights to the death, So I think he's getting a bit frustrated too at the moment. I don't think Wiedering looks like he doesn't want to be there. It's starting to remind me a little bit of Curnow last year. Now all of a sudden, he just doesn't feel like, I don't know if he's disheartened. You know what I mean? So he's starting to worry me a little bit. Still a great
player.
Who else
is starting to worry me, Rocco?
What else?
Number 9.
Yeah, Cripper is
starting to worry me, mate. Really starting to worry, mate. Davis, as Western Australian, mate, you'd have to be a little bit concerned about how often Cripper gets caught and his level of output these days is just not quite the same on a week-to-week basis, is it?
He's definitely trying, but I mean, again, we saw another situation where he lost his temper again to a certain degree. His skills, I mean, David Rees-Jones keeps on saying put him forward, but anytime he's got the ball in the forward line, he's not going to kick the goal. So, he's going to be a detriment to the team if we just put him up forward like Fife used to for the Dockers. So, I mean, he's almost limited now in what he's offering, but, we've got a guy named Hewitt that's playing reasonably well. Would our club be prepared to drop the captain and bring Hewitt back into the team? There's no way Voss will do that.
Never.
No, they won't
Never will do that.
They won't do it.
Didn't GWS do that with Cornelio?
Yes, they did.
Dropped him for like 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. That was when Leon Cameron was coaching them.
Correct. It'll never happen. No way.
I don't think it'll happen with Cripper.
Nah. When they say never, this is a never happen scenario. Like
I would drop. I said it this week. I don't know why they brought Mackay back in. I just don't get it. I don't get it. They should just drop him. That's it. There's no impact.
But he was only out because of concussion protocols, Rocco.
Yeah, I know, but so what?
Well, once he's over his 12 days of concussion protocols, he's available for senior selection, and they brought him straight back in.
Yeah, I know, but don't.
Team balance. Remember, that's the reason for all of these weird selections.
There is no balance. It's unbalanced.
Well,
it's unbalanced with him in the side. It really
George
is.
Hewitt got 40 possessions last week. Billy Wilson had something like 43, and neither one of them got a game this week. And they dropped Cooper Lord, which to me was just a massive head scratcher for me.
He's not ready yet, Billy Wilson. Can't defend.
I'd rather him than Saad.
I mean, at least
I know that, but imagine he's had like a good week of football, and today he was good again. But again, I'd just let him hone in on his craft in the twos. I mean, I think we get trigger happy because what we see here, and I understand. Trust me, I understand. But I just let them run their course in the twos. Let them. They're having fun down there. I mean, they're taking team pictures after the game, doing like a Hawthorn type of thing. Like, I love it. Like, let them fester.
Yeah.
Let them rot in the ones. Let these people play in the ones and let them rot. Seriously, because I don't want any of these. I don't want an Ison in the team, and he just won't get that level of service down. It just let him play. He's not ready yet. To Moya, I like him down there. Impact player, does his thing down there, and he'll get better. Hudson O'Keefe worked into a game well. I mean, if you haven't seen the VFL report, I did it with Paul before, so make sure you
Did
get that.
everyone watch it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
I watched it too. Did you watch it, David and Minz?
I was at work, but I did keep an eye on it. And what the usual suspects, I mean, you know what you're going to get out of Boyd, you know what you're going to get out of Fogarty. Those players, again, they're not going to be the answer for the main team. And if you replaced Mackay with Ison will just get smashed by whichever defender goes on him. So, you'll break him in a hurry as well. So you might as well just run Harry out there.
So what I don't understand is I've watched a couple of VFL games this year. I don't get the game plan is so different to the seniors. I'm baffled today. I watched today's VFL and then I went and watched the AFL and I'm baffled how different it is. They actually play a good brand of footy,
aren't they?
They actually play a good brand of footy in the VFL. Now, I know it's a different level. The level's a lot higher not for Carlton, but the level's a lot higher in the AFL. Yeah. But how? I don't get it. I don't get how the football can be so different.
Akers can look good in the VFL, but you bring him into the team next week and he'll get smashed.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just saying about the way they play their game, the way they move the ball is completely different. Have a look at it. I actually enjoyed today's game, the VFL game. I was looking at it.
Maybe we should put the VFL coach in as our interim coach once.
I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on, but they're moving the ball completely different.
There's got to be some synergy between the two, or otherwise, what's the point?
That's what I say.
Promoted to the AFL team, and we play a totally different game style.
Both brands should be aligned. Both brands should always be aligned. It's like any sport in the world: football, the round ball, NBA, everything. All the leagues below. Usually, it's fundamentals and principles that are implemented from top down. They're totally two different ends of the spectrum in the VFL and the AFL. One is like VFL is like here, and the AFL is nowhere. It's a bottomless pit that'll just keep going. So I don't understand how
they actually play all the emergencies.
Yeah, well, yeah,
they
held back Cooper Lord after halftime. So
yeah,
he was having an okay game, but yeah, I mean, again, there's no alignment from AFL team to VFL team. Maybe there is, but I don't think so. It's baffling. Like if you watch Box Hill play and you watch the AFL team, there's similarities between the two and the way that they want to move the board. You know what I mean? You got to be able to put one player in, take it. If one player goes out, one player goes in. There should always be that. I don't get it. But anyway, the VFL are playing good football from the start of the year to where we are now. They're getting the game style is getting better and better, and Truslove is getting them into a good habit and good systems. So the AFL, they don't want to hear it anymore.
Guess who are our two worst rated players on the ground today?
Our ruckman.
Reedy and Pitnet.
Horrible.
Pitnet was actually worse than Reedy, funnily enough.
He was horrible.
And
but David made
Rowan Marshall was the best player on the ground.
David made a good point before. He said that maybe Pitnet was injured, and then I said that if he's injured with the hand, don't play him.
Yeah.
Don't play him.
Marshall was outstanding.
He always is against us, though. He's a very good ruckman.
Oh,
I don't know why they wanted to get rid of him.
Mars, he was clunking one grab marks in the forward line and kicking goals. He was everywhere. He was
good hybrid ruck.
He took 9 marks for the game. He had, he had 10 hitouts. He was helping out TDK in the ruck. The two of them won the ruck clearly.
Oh yeah, and TDK.
And Rowan Marshall had nearly 500 meters gained. I mean, since when do you see a ruckman have that many meters gained?
Is that hybrid type of ruckman? I think now that they're starting to get to know each other and when one goes and when one doesn't. So I think they're starting to get a synergy between them, him and TDK. And I mean, why not play TDK into form? Of course we did.
Never,
of course.
he never goes forward and kicks goals, but he manages to do it against us.
No, yeah. Like you just see it happening. That one, I was saying to David before, Rocco, remember the first TDK goal? Just the way that Peter switched off.
He was going to take.
But defensive, there's no defensive discipline. There's just no accountability. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're just going to let
ball out there tonight, TDK. He had a ball.
Yeah,
yeah.
He loved it.
Yeah.
I'd love it too if I'm on 1.7 million and kicking goals against my former club and taking the piss. Why not? I would. And, good on him.
If you've been part of a successful club like a Brisbane or a Sydney or a Geelong or a Hawthorn and you leave for the money like that, there's something that would make you regret it and say, oh, geez, I left a really successful club with a great culture and all that. TDK wouldn't be thinking that. He'd be like, of course I was going to go. What am I leaving? It's a rabble.
I'm telling you now, I believe, what do I know? But I believe that last year, Voss and the system caused these players to leave. And if it continues on and they keep Voss, I think some more players are going to want to leave.
It's going to be all out mutiny, Rocco. Mutiny, just like it was at Brisbane in his first coaching stint.
Why would you want to stay?
I'm going to shoot off. My battery's about to die, buddy. So thanks, gentlemen.
Enjoyed talking to you.
Again.
Pleasure having you.
Good show this morning too, bud.
Thanks, buddy. Hope you listened well.
91.3 Sport FM every Saturday morning.
Good on you.
At 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
Thanks,
it's time to go!
If you do want to join, I'll drop a link in.
Yeah, if you want to join. I just don't, and we keep saying it. I know we all saying the same thing here. Sorry, is like Voss has to go, and he's not the only issue at the club. We do understand that, right? I do understand. It's not just Voss. If we get rid of Voss and we put in another coach, it's still going to take time for this to fix this, whatever the problems are there. But he has to be the first point that we've got to get rid of. He's got to be. If we don't get rid of him, like tomorrow, Monday, we cannot move forward. We cannot. And I think I heard Zach say before early on, I caught some of the start of it, when he was saying that if we had a new coach now and we were having these close losses, not tonight, but the other days, we'd kind of take it. We'd kind of go, rightio, we know we're starting new. You know what I mean?
Like the Fremantle game.
Yeah, you could kind of, and don't get me wrong, I don't accept it, but you could kind of understand it. But with this, I just feel, what is it when you die and you don't go to heaven and then you what's that called?
You're in purgatory.
Purgatory.
That's where the fuck we are, man. We don't know where we're in the middle. We're in purgatory. That's
what you should call your show on Tuesday night.
Purgatory.
Perpetual purgatory. That's what we're in. A state of perpetual purgatory.
We are. And even if we had won tonight, the only reason I would have been happy was to stick it up Sauce and TDK. Apart from that, it would have meant nothing to me. Yeah. Right? It would have meant nothing to me. Last week, if we won, it would have meant nothing to me, The only one that would have probably meant something to me was a Collingwood game, But outside of that...
So you think we should replace the coach now?
Yeah. Caretaker straight in. Caretaker.
Okay, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with both of you, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
In any other scenario, I would probably agree with you, but I don't want this board of directors being in charge of yet another coach appointment. What I hope happens is that they let him stay all the way till the end of the year, because what I want to see is a board challenge, and I want to see that board challenged and not appoint anybody until we have a totally different set of people up the top. Because if all you keep doing is reappointing a brand new coach every 4 to 5 years, and it goes through the same cycle, you get a sugar hit in the first year, and then all of a sudden it plateaus, and then all of a sudden it goes down. That's all that's happening.
No, but listen to me. The board challenge has got nothing to do with sacking Voss now. It's only going to be a caretaker coach. We're still not going to get a coach till the start.
But they'll start putting in a process now of employing a new one.
But in the meantime, you could still challenge the board. Like the board can still be challenged. I mean, getting rid of if you get rid of the coach right now, it's more reason to get rid of the board. It's more reason. Like I've said this, whenever they sack Voss, if it's today, next week, at the end of the year, Wright has something to answer to, right?
Yeah.
Because you were wrong. You were wrong in keeping him, right? So I get what you're saying, Vince, because I also think that the board and that's got to change here. We've got to change something. But we've got to start somewhere, man. We've got like this coach, like at least
you've got the same incompetent corporate elites who know nothing about football and know nothing about the fabric of a successful football club making decisions about key personnel like your senior coach. How many mistakes have they made already over the last 25 years?
We still challenge the board, not us, but I'm saying the board we could still do that with the board, but the coach has to go.
As long as they don't appoint a brand new coach and sign a brand new contract before anyone's had a chance to challenge them.
They're not going to sign one during the year.
No, they won't. They won't. No way.
Well, you never know.
Nah, they won't. I'm going to add someone to the stage.
There'll be someone. There'll be like an assistant coach. He's already got a contract with someone else. There's no way.
If all they do is put in an interim and then don't search for anyone until the end of the season, okay, fine. But if they start searching now and start looking to appoint someone before the end of the season, well, then that's not a good thing.
Anyway, let's get the big man in. Shaq, how are you? Good to see you. How you been? Better?
Yeah, good. Yourselves?
Shaq?
Finally come on the show.
Were you named after Shaquille O'Neal or?
Yeah, it's just a nickname that's floated around.
He's a sick pup. Did you cash out your money, brother?
The money's gone. Don't worry about it. But
it's finished.
What's that on Jagger Smith winning the Rising Star?
Yeah, I thought it was immoral, but it is what it is. My biggest concern is like there's no point in sacking him because it's like they've changed the rules midway through the season. It's like the people behind the scenes, they already knew. Like Eddie knew where we were going to finish before the season started. Like I have a feeling we're tanking on purpose to get Jagger. Not Jagger. What's his name? Walker.
Cody Walker.
So Vince, what do you do? How do you get two top picks? Because Sydney's pick's going to balloon to 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's we're doing this on purpose.
You got to trade a player.
No, but we're going to have the two.
Who are you going to trade?
What are you talking about right now? Where we are, right? Where we sit on third last, right? We'll need that pick there plus pick 27, right? And we've got the Sydney.
What if you didn't finish third last? Let's say you finished 10th. How are you getting Walker then?
Nah, they won't finish 10th.
Nah,
I'm saying before the season started, let's say we finished 6th or 7th. How are you getting Walker?
No, and then you'll trade up. You'll just have to trade up for it, but it's not going to happen.
If they'd rather tank, they're probably better off to leave Ross there.
What world do you think that we're going to finish 10th?
No, I'm saying prior to the season, 10th was a realistic.
But right now, forget it.
No, right now it's obvious what's going on.
Right now, our draft picks are secured. If Cody Walker, if he still wants to come, he's coming to Carlton. There's no drama. We've got the two draft picks, right? We've got the two draft picks that we need. That's not an issue. That's not an issue. And this tanking, what do you mean by they're tanking? Like, how are they tanking?
Rocker, come on, you can see from Mars.
No, but how are they, like, explain to me how they're tanking. What, through the selection?
Why is Cooper Lord out tonight?
All right, but if they're tanking through the selections, like, so who's doing that?
I don't know. You probably know better than me. But
No,
for
I
me,
don't. I don't think they're
for
tanking.
me,
I just think they're
smells
shit.
like. For me, it smells like a massive tank job. But I might be wrong.
Look, I can't see that.
Voss is
can't
coaching
see.
for his life. He needs to win games.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Voss is gone. He's just when he's going to be gone. We don't know.
Yeah, I know, but he's got. I agree. Voss still got the belief that he can do something, right?
Nah.
He has to. He has to. In his head, he still believes he can do something, right?
My
I
question
can't
is,
see him being part of the tanking, right? And if the other people are part of the tanking, I don't know who, and they're telling him, then what kind of fucking man is Voss, right? He's accepting it, knowing that he's going to get the sack.
well,
Like
he's on what, $1 million a year? I'll tank for $1 million a year.
No, but he doesn't have to tank. He'll get the $1 million a year regardless. Unless he leaves, he'll get that money.
Yeah. Whether we win or whether we lose.
No, but he won't. That's what I'm saying. Unless he leaves, he'll get that money. So why would he need to tank?
Yeah, but like if you're in a position of the board, like we're all unhappy with the board, right? They've made shocking decisions on list managements and like all that stuff. When would you sack Voss? With 5-6 games to go? Because if you sack now, it's just a sugar hit. We already know the end result anyway. Or do you just hire a new coach next year?
I would sack him today. I would sack him Monday morning. I'll do a press conference and sack him. Because as I said, we cannot start moving forward until we know what's happening in there. And we won't know the exact coach, but at least that's done. And then we know that we are now, we're going to need a new coach and we're looking for, like a new system and we're doing all that. Until that happens, we're in that purgatory kind of, we don't know where we're at. Does Voss stay? The players don't know. At least if he's gone, the players then know, rightio, there's going to be a new coach. You know what I mean? We're playing for our lives now. We don't know who's coming in next, At the moment, they don't know if Voss is there, if he's not.
Oh, has he gone? Come back in, Shaq. Shaq, come back in. I'll kick in.
Shaq, we need the Shaq.
Come back. Oh, there he is.
There he is. He's back. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know, Shaq, man. I don't know. I haven't got all the answers. But what I'm saying is I don't think they're tanking because I don't think they're good enough to tank. That you can't, to tank and to look that bad, you have to be good, if that makes sense. You can't be that bad, try to be that bad. You can't. Like, they're not good enough. They're not smart enough to do that.
I don't know. I disagree.
Yeah,
I think we are
correct
good
me if
enough.
I'm wrong, Rocco, but what you're saying is we're bad as it is. We don't have to try too hard to lose the game.
We don't have to try to tank. We just play our game. Just play what you're doing, and you'll get to the end of the year, and you'll have your number 1, 2, or 3 pick, guaranteed, man.
I think Shaq's short-circuited there.
Yeah, that's the club taking him because he's giving away all their pay.
He can't take us. Here he is. He's come back in.
Get him back in.
I don't know. There he is. Yeah, I don't know, Shaq, man. I don't know what's going on, man. It's there
he's gone again.
He's more in it. He's more in and out than
short-lived.
I don't know. I can't believe that. Look, maybe in your last couple of games, right, that you would probably try to tank, but you're not tanking from round 6. It's not happening, man. There's no chance. And the board wouldn't even do it because they know that by being this bad is not good for them. This isn't good for them.
Mate, seeing people exit again week on week at the same point. I mean, it's
mate, how good
did you see the vision of did you see the vision of President Priestley there with CEO Graham Wright?
Was he there? Was he there?
They were both together, right?
Someone had a picture of it up on social media saying caption this.
Yeah, they were both on their phone.
Both on their phones. Probably organising a late night 5-hour meeting coming up next week.
Pull the trigger, Graham. Pull the fucking trigger. Seriously.
I know. Make it up. Just, you
Put
know
the
what?
fucking gun in the hand and fucking put the bullet in there. Don't even play Russian roulette. Don't spin it. Put it in there and pull the trigger. Just do everybody a fucking favor now. Like, it's too... You're just delaying the inevitable. And I said it at the start of the emergency meeting in my 16-minute fucking monologue of me flapping my fat gums about, right? You got to pull the trigger on this bloke. I don't give a shit if it's a sugar hit. I don't care.
They won't do it, Mars, until the media hype.
Start going.
And the temperature is that hot.
They never will.
It needs to be white hot. There needs to be camera crews at the club, at training, and everything else. And of course, if that happens, Michael Voss will call a conference of his own and say that he's being bullied. But
that's it. Great.
They've bullied my eyesight. They're bullying my brain.
They're bullying me.
Fucking the way they go out there and they take our money for granted. Who we got here? We got Craig. Craig, how are you?
Craig,
right, yourself, bro.
I am. Boys. Other than watching Carlton week in, week out, I'm good.
I know, Craig.
Good to see you, bro.
How are you?
Hey, it's good to see you guys.
That's all right. What did you make? What are you making of all this hoo-ha? Charade.
We're on, We're on.
You're on.
Good to meet you guys. Good to see you guys again. Good to be in there. Good to be in there.
It is.
What do you make of it all? What do you make of all this, man, and tonight?
Mate, that was just horrible. I mean, seriously, you just can't do that, man. It's just terrible. It was my first game this year. It was shocking to watch.
Did you go?
First time this year.
It'll be your last.
Just can't watch that stuff, man.
It's bad.
Can't watch that stuff.
It's not good for the soul. It isn't good for the soul.
I just can't believe.
It's all right, Shaq.
I can't believe it.
Nah, it's a long.
The best part about tonight, Craig, was the beautiful temperature outside. I felt like I was in Queensland.
Fuck, it was like a sauna in there.
It was beautiful.
Mate, how good was the weather?
They should have left.
And the train was packed.
Last night.
It was full capacity. You couldn't move in the train. Like this close to everyone, this close. You know what I mean? Shocking.
They should have left the roof open like they did last night for the Bulldogs game.
What are we? Because we got the light show and all that. I was going to have an epileptic fit. Genuinely, far out.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen. I don't know. Sorry for a sec, Mars. I don't know if you mentioned it at the start, but we got Rocco Moro in the chat. Did we mention that it's his birthday?
Well, I was going to get him in here. He was down in the bottom. He was down in there, and I was going to get him in, but no. So I want to get him in here.
Is it today, Rocco? Tell us if
I reckon it's today. So happy birthday to you, if it is, because he's one of our favourites. Hey, if you are, get on, mate. Get on the Rocco Moro, mate.
10 p.m. in Europe. What is this? 10 p.m. Aussie Johns, 10 p.m. in Europe. Is it?
Shocking.
It is.
Wow.
How
are you, Aussie Johns? I like it.
No, I might come down to the.
Who else has got his birthday today?
Who? Might come down to the live. The what do you call it? The sporting club next week. I reckon, mate. Northlands, I reckon.
Yeah, come down, man. Next Friday. Next Friday, come down and check us out at the Sporting Globe for the Brisbane Annihilation.
Yeah, I'll be there, man.
Is that Thursday?
I'll be there.
Don't tell me. What day is that?
Friday's the 8th.
It's Friday. Next Friday, man.
God, fucking hell. And now
sorry for talking while you were interrupting there before. There was another guy who had his birthday today. We should acknowledge him because he's a bit of an identity around the club, of course. And I speak of the Godfather at the Carlton. Am I allowed to say it, Mars, or not? Do I have to keep it on the straight and narrow these days? All right, I'll say the Carlton cheer squad.
Okay.
His name is Risto Kurilic. He's known as the Godfather, and he had his birthday today. So,
does he? No, he doesn't have all the chains, does he? The gold chains.
Hope not. No chance.
He's lost a lot of weight lately in the last probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that's Jovan.
He's looking good though.
That's good, and a big shout out to him. I am talking about football matches in Europe. Some of that kick off at 10 p.m. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, the cheer squad.
Boys, I might jump off in a minute. I just want to say thanks for the show.
Nah, that's all right.
And I'll be calling in more regularly, boys. So,
done.
And it's good meeting you, Vince.
You too, Craig. All the best, mate.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys a lot more. I just can't watch much more of that rubbish, man. Seriously, that did my head in tonight. I left in that double goal to Liam Henry.
That was early. That was in the third quarter.
I squibbed it. I thought, I can't do any more of this, bro. Get out of there.
Crazy.
Have a scarf around my head.
You would have been caught up in a tide of Carlton supporters all leaving the ground at the same time. It was like
it was packed, Vince. The train station was absolutely jammed.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Crazy.
I could not believe it, man. It was just disgraceful.
There were people leaving the ground before three-quarter time.
Look, guys, thanks so much. I'll jump off. I hope to see you guys at Northlands next week, bro, okay?
You will.
No worries.
Thanks,
guys.
It's time to go!
There it is. Thank you to Craig for jumping on. A shame his night was ruined by Carlton again in the third quarter. I mean, far out.
Oh, by the way, can I also say hello to a woman called Joanne who came up to me tonight and said, I thought I recognised you and you're going to be on a podcast on Monday night with my partner. And I said, are you Dan Lonigan's partner? She said, yes. So I got to meet Dan Lonigan's partner, Joanne, tonight. And apparently they're going to try and get you and Rocco on Mars.
Are they?
As well.
I'll get on. So
have you heard about that, Rocco, yet? Has Dan Lonigan been in touch?
I think they have. I think Joanne sent us a...
Yeah.
I think
so. She sat about 3 rows behind me and recognised me and come up and said hello. So all the best, Joanne. We'll see you Monday night for Dan's podcast. I'm trying to think what it's called. I don't even know if I know what it's called, to be honest.
I'll get back to him. I think she invited us to come on. So
yeah,
we'll get back and at one time we'll definitely jump on.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear what.
I'll let you know what it's called tomorrow night on my show because I can't remember right at the moment. I don't even know if I've been told what it's called. But anyway, it's a football podcast. So Dan Lonigan, former journalist and broadcaster on ABC for many years, still broadcasting around the suburbs with junior footy and suburban football and all that. So he does a show on AFL. So he's asked me to come on.
Should we do his press conference? Should we do it?
All right, yeah, do it. I actually, if you don't do it, I'm going to listen to it later because I actually enjoy it. It's a little bit of comic relief for me. So
it's 10 minutes. Fuck.
Hey, Rocco, you know, before the Collingwood game,
maybe don't, Mars.
All we heard week after week after week after week from Michael Voss was language like, oh, you know, we've got to own it. The players have got to own it. Everyone's got to own it.
Fuck it,
and yet, when it came to the Elijah Hollands thing, did they own it? Did he own it? No.
It was small.
We're being bullied.
I need a thing there.
Swift.
Wait up. Right, I'm gonna.
They're all over the place, man. They're all over the place.
I'm gonna pull it
all
up.
All right, let's get the press conference up, Mars.
All right, you be quiet for 1 second there, Vincenzo, and I'll pull it up.
You know me. I never talk.
Nah, fuck, not much. None of us talk, do we? Is that the window? That would.
By the way, everyone, if you're wondering about Blue Sunday, it's on 7:30 tomorrow night. Don't miss it on the Jumper Punch channel.
They didn't know. They didn't know.
They didn't know. They won't miss it.
Here we go. I can't wait.
All right.
Oh God! Fuck, why am I doing this?
Michael obviously said the third quarters were all right. What went wrong? What do you think?
Well, it's been just a familiar pattern. We lose sense of bounce. I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 free kicks against us, a couple on ruck, couple on floor, and then the ability to be able to just continue to defend when we're up against it isn't at the level that it needs to be at. So it puts you under an enormous amount of pressure when the scoreboard and goals, they're just, they're kicking goals when they like, and we're getting these huge run against us. So defensively, we're not strong enough, for long enough over the course of the game, and it's holding it back.
We've lost volume.
What do you say?
We've lost volume.
What do you mean?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't either.
You can't hear him. Go, I'll try it again. Ready?
We probably got scored quite heavily through the third quarter, the end to end. But there's an attitude and intent. There's some capacity in there. Clearly, obviously, we've got to continue to look at as well. But just defensively, really poor, and we need to be better. So when we talk about across the whole year, we've obviously chased the way we want to move the ball. Yet, for a large majority of the game, that's looking better. We've got to finish our plays, clearly better. There's some fundamentals in there that we need to clean up. But if you're looking for those moments when you get pressed by an opposition, and that could be just having 3 clearances in a row against you or 4 clearances in a row against you, and you lose some territory, we've just got to be better at holding up. And that's not a back six question. That's an intent from the whole team to get that done. So across the whole year, based on the transition of the game, it wasn't at the level it needs to be. So
lost volume again, Mars.
We lost volume, Mars.
What'd you say?
We lost volume
all of a sudden.
Oh, man, I don't know why you guys are losing volume.
Last 15 seconds.
Oh, fuck. That's why I put the subtitles up for you.
Yeah.
All right, go again.
In the first half, it felt like you very much had that under control. In the second half, there were more than one moment where one defender is caught against 2 key Saints because everyone's pushed so high. Clearly, that's an issue about being able to read the shift in the game, right?
That's a work rate thing. So you've nailed a work rate component of the game. So when you're playing the game in your half,
component,
like we did for a fair bit of that game.
New word unlocked.
And then the ball goes from one end to the other. We're either conceding marks or we're getting out the back, and you just need to be able to dig in and run. We just didn't do that at the level that we needed to. So the delay on the ball was the first thing. But then the second thing, to be able to turn and go and be able to outnumber that second contest, was not at the level that it needs to be tonight. But
why is the question? Why? It's always like that.
And that's exactly right, man. Like, how many times did we get caught out where there was a Saints player on his own in the 50, right? They take just an uncontested mark, right? And he says that's work rate. And I agree that some of it's work rate, but it can't all be work rate. Well, we can't be caught out like that every single time. So it's either system, you're not defending properly, but the skills also let us down. So
it's the way they set up the ground too, defensively.
Well, you've got to be set up, prepared for that, don't you, Ars?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So you're not set up, but the other part of that is the amount of times we turned the ball over when we were pushing forward in our forward half, right, by just stupid mistakes, handballs missing targets, 20-meter kicks, you're not hitting targets. I mean, of course they're going to turn that over and get an easy mark in their 50.
There was one where I was losing my mind where
when he
Carroll,
missed the fuck,
Carroll was full tilt, and the person that handballed it to him handballed it to his shins. Like he's full tilt. put it on his chest. Like, oh my God. It was a 1 meter handball and he handballed it to his shins at full pace. And the ball turned over and they kicked the goal. But it wasn't his fault. It was the handball where it wasn't clean enough.
That's what I mean. So if that handball is done properly, we're possibly having a shot at goal, or there could be another, ball up in our 50, right?
Yeah.
But the ball gets turned over because it just error mistakes, like seriously. And it's not just once or twice. It's just terrible. It's just terrible.
Let's keep going.
Whether it's at that source or it's been another, the reality is that defensively we haven't been strong enough this year. We're just getting scored against too much. So we'll keep trying to chase the offensive part of the game. We'll keep trying to chase how we want that to look. But the guys are now quite familiar with what we're trying to get after. So there's some fundamental.
It doesn't work.
That we clearly need to be able to clean up. But we've got to be far more defensively stronger than what we currently are against any side. So when a side presses, stand up. And we're currently not doing that.
It's not just that, like even in the fourth as well, that second half, like to only put up 2 goals when you're on a 5-game losing streak. Like, are you disappointed in I guess, the effort and the fight from the boys and perhaps the lack of those aspects?
Well, the fourth quarter, we started to chase the game. So we had to go for it. So the ground was always going to be longer than what you'd intended it to be. But again, if you look at the first part of the fourth quarter, we had enough looks on goal to score.
Bro, the game was
What about
over.
the third? You asked about
it
the
was
third.
done. Bad.
He asked about the third quarter and all of those unanswered goals, and he just avoided it altogether. I'm
What
telling
did
you
they
now,
kick
he's been
that
saying
goal?
the same shit for 3 years.
What happened with the other?
If I was the reporter, I'd butt in and say, I said the third, not the fourth.
In actual fact, I don't mind this report. He's asking some decent questions here.
Yep, true.
They went end-to-end and they scored 2 goals against the run of play. And that's the parts we've got to be better in. So, you can only press and make a shift if you can get the scoreboard turning in your direction and make the most of your opportunities when you get them. But then likewise, on the other side of it, when it's your turn to defend. And we had 2 goals kicked against us at the start of the fourth quarter that we could have prevented. We didn't. So that's the transition part of the game that we've clearly obviously got to get better at, and we've got to get a shift in that to be able to make us a better football team.
How quickly do you think you can turn it around?
I think a lot of it's to do with intent. A lot of it's got to do with intent and what we want to continue to prioritise the football team. So clearly right now it's not high enough. So we've got to make it a priority. No, they don't think we need to beat around the bush. We're beating. We're beating all over the ground. The contest was, we lost clearance, valuable clearance, which is valuable territory. So
this is probably the most honest I've ever heard him speak about the midfield because they got towed up. I mean, you can't, as you said, you can't avoid it. I mean, the numbers are there. What you saw put in front of you were that was shit house, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just how he knows now. He definitely knows now. This is it.
He's got nowhere to turn, man. I think now, at the end of the day, like week in, week in, now it's just going to get tougher and tougher to try to justify anything anymore.
At the start of the year, if there was anything that we felt was a strength of ours, it was the midfield. True?
Yeah,
we thought Cripps with Walsh and now Jagger Smith thrown in there. We thought, that was going to be our engine room, but no.
Rubbish. I'll keep going.
So that's a strong part of our game. And clearly we didn't get in order tonight. So, again, in small patches, not run enough. And behind the ball, I guess, to and fro with makeup of our side, their tools obviously had a significant impact forward the ball. So we went a little bit more mobile, a bit more hybrid. But, their obviously rucks were able to hit the scoreboard and their tools were able to have an impact on the game. So, we'll look at that. But what gives us the best chance to be able to defend those high balls. But, obviously, clearly the height was an issue throughout the night and we couldn't support it long enough.
Isn't it funny? 1 week you tell them that you should go more mobile, and then the next week, against St Kilda, You fucking taking the piss, super duper Miguel. David's back.
David can't get enough, man. Like he just goes, he's like a druggie. Look at this bloke. Just goes, I need more.
He needs another hit.
Look at your hair.
Hey, he trimmed the hair as well. I love it. He's all in on the barber, on the Carlton barber. At least we finished on a good number too, 69. That was a good one. But it wasn't 10-9, 69 lemon chicken as Rex Hunt used to say, so I was salty.
No.
Anyway, we'll keep going. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, because I clicked. Sorry. Mars. Yeah.
Had 6 tackles in the third quarter.
Exactly.
6 tackles in the third quarter.
No, that.
Well, it looked like it. It doesn't surprise me. It looked like it.
They were witches' hats, mate.
Oh, mate. 100%. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah, nothing else to say.
Silvani and DeConey as fuel for this game?
No. It's about the Carlton Football Club, mate. It's not about St Kilda Football Club. I talk about opposition players. You know, they've left, mate. They left last year. They chose a different direction. So we're going our own.
Where's it from there?
What do you make of that?
Salty. Mate, that is the face. That is the face of a defeated coach who knows that the axe is being sharpened as we speak. I'm telling you.
The Grim Reaper. The scythe is being sharpened.
Unbelievable.
Salty. I never think I'd hear the day where I heard Vince Lochisano call Michael Voss salty.
If Glenn McGrath gets a short ball, you guarantee the next time he's bowling and he faces the same bowler, he's going to aim it right at his head. If a player leaves our team, we should be going after him. That's a load of crap.
100%.
That's what I don't know how many times I can say it. Like, why not one person approached them? Not one.
No.
Surely Cripps is salty. Surely he was
salty. The same thing happened with Charlie Curnow in round 0 or whatever it was. They barely touched him. They didn't go anywhere near him.
But at least with Charlie Curnow, there was a little bit. There was absolutely.
What, when the game was over after they kicked 12 goals against us in the third quarter?
Listen, Vince.
Come on.
Shut up. Listen to me.
With
Charlie Curnow at the start of the game, there was some push and throw, and there was a couple. Oh my God! I can't finish a sentence without you jumping in.
Because it was
Listen to me for a second. Listen to me.
Righto.
I was there, mate. With Charlie Curnow, right? I was there. There was push and throw, mate. There was a bit of, mate. We were going spastic. There was a bit of. With tonight, there was zero. There was not one time that they went up to either Silvani or TDK, like zero. I'm just saying, with Curnow, there was something there. You know what I mean? It was the first game, but tonight there was zero. They did not go up to Silvani. They did not push TDK around. Pito did not go through him. There was none of it. It was absolutely.
Couldn't get near him.
It was a joke tonight.
What'd you say, David? Sorry, I cut you off.
Silvani had to go at Cripps, and no one bothered to get involved.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. And I'm like, go at him. Like,
there was nothing. It was absolutely embarrassing tonight.
But Rocco, why do you expect any more from a bunch of feminized footballers?
I don't. And you know what? After
that's
seeing
what they've been. They've been feminized by our woke freaking board and woke culture.
But I do. But I expect them to be like I expect them. Yeah, I know. What a pause. What a shot of his
what
face.
A shot of Voss's now. I watch our games now.
I expect something, Vince, but they're still men. They've still got.
They're
what do
a
you mean?
bunch of
They're still men, for fuck's sakes. What do you mean that what we've turned them into just a bunch of girlies? Like
girlies.
Hey, my daughter plays AFLW.
You know the word I want to use.
You know what they should give the players after the game instead of drinks and pizza and whatever? They should give them all a stick of fairy floss. That's what they should give them.
Can we finish this press conference?
You're trying to tell me that these players, regardless of the coach, regardless of what, they had not got any. Like, not one of our players has any pride.
I'm telling you now, even David Rees-Jones on our show will tell you that other than maybe Nick Newman, this is how he puts it, maybe Nick Newman, there's not one other player who's got an ounce of shit in him. And
Harry Dean.
No one flies the flag. No one goes and pushes and shoves the opposition. No one changes the momentum of the game when we've got that run on against us. What Reece wants to see is someone pick a fight or something. Just do something to stop the momentum. A bit like John McEnroe used to do when he was a tennis player. If the opponent used to get the better of him, he'd start a fight over a line call or something, just to change the whole momentum of it.
But I
And
don't
half
get
the
it.
time it worked.
I don't get it, man. Like, I know what you're saying. I can see our team. We're weak as piss. We're girlies. I can't use the word I want to use. We're a bunch of girlies.
Don't forget what Harry said after he was interviewed that time, Rocco. Much love.
Yeah, but I can't believe there's no pride in this team that when a couple of players leave your club, that you don't, the next time you play them, you don't go straight up to them, man.
Don't care.
There you go. There's the picture. Like, you don't go up to these guys.
No.
Like, this
is what our players do. They just do that. They sit in the cuck chair on the stairs. First
You know
quarter,
why they don't do it, Rocco? Because I don't believe that they feel like they are proud of their club. I mean, if players did that in the 70s and 80s, don't worry, our boys would have gone up to them and done all sorts of things to them. Because they were proud to be Carlton players, and they were.
I agree.
They were dirty on anyone who left the club.
I agree that it's a club, but I think it's more. They're not proud of each other. Like, they just, as a team, they're not playing for each other. Like,
if they went out to war together, they'd get decimated, mate, because they're not a united front.
They would push the bloke in front of them to fucking get shot and protect themselves. That's how bad this team is. You know what I mean? Like,
what did you think of our leaders tonight? Cripps, Wiedering, and Walsh.
Non-existent.
What leaders?
And this is fundamentally what's got to change in our club. I mean, you can talk about other players and positional players, and we need more speed, or we need more height, or we need more of this and more of that. But more than anything else, what's totally bereft at our football club is leadership, both on the field and, I dare say, off the field.
Yeah.
And that's got to change. We've got to start adopting a different recruiting culture, recruiting policy. And I think it's time that we learnt from the Brisbanes, learnt from the North Melbournes, who brought in premiership players to show the way and to teach these younger blokes what all about standards. And that's what Chris Fagan did with Luke Hodge all those years ago. And now look where Brisbane is.
I agree, but I mean, Boss did mention fundamentals, and I know what you're saying, Vince, but I think the core problem of us is skills and decision making. And I think that's been the problem ever since the pagan years. And
but a lot of that goes downhill when there's no belief in the coach or the game plan. It's amazing how all of a sudden everything falls apart when there's really no synergy and there's no united execution of the game plan together. And I just don't think those players are playing in any way, shape, or form with a belief in what they're doing. It's all over the place.
Let's go. Keep going.
Let's see some more.
4 minutes.
This season, Carlton's 2019, you got the Brisbane together next week.
I think we need to fix, and I've shared that pretty strongly. So we're going to get a shift in anything that needs to be there. And we've got to continue to look players that go there.
Apparently it's the right Gordon for him. Is he okay? I suppose,
well, you obviously get a scan. I mean, he was ruled out of the game, so he wasn't fit enough to come back out on the ground.
And put him back on.
So yeah, we'll get scans and find out what the actual extent of that is. I certainly couldn't.
What happened to Deeney?
So we'll wait till we get.
Sorry,
groin was it?
Groin. Yeah, they put him back on. He was cooked.
Madness.
Those results. This week, Cowan, everything's okay. I've got a cookie. And Cowan had went into concussion protocols. He passed all his is it scat test? Is that what it passed all that. So he should be fine. Other than if there's nothing delayed, clearly, I've just got to wait for that. But he's come out of the ground okay. Is anyone else? I think that's the only two that I can think off the top of my head.
What did you make of the moment with Dean and Henry in that third quarter?
Was the moment?
The push that came with it.
Oh, this is one for me. Here we go.
Oh, this will be. Look at that look of curiosity.
What was the moment?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I wasn't watching that. That's what it'll be. I bet you he gives. I wasn't watching that. Here we go.
He was on the laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't really see it.
Extra free kick in front of goal.
I have to go. I can honestly say this for hand on. I didn't actually see the exact incident.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you would say that. I fucking knew it. $1.01, mate. I knew he was going to say that.
101, man. That's unbelievable,
Hand
man.
on heart, I didn't see it.
What?
Yeah, right.
He didn't see, right, the free kick, and then it took another 30 seconds for them to take the kick. What, he didn't watch it once? Are you
There were
serious?
2 or 3 replays on the screens for starters.
This is what happens when you watch his too many press conferences. This is what happens.
So what was our coach actually doing instead of watching the game? What was he doing?
Hey, Rocker, look at that. Look at his face. That's what we, hey, Dave, in Italian, we call it bugiardo.
Oh, my God, David, if you were, that is the perfect fucking follow-up question. If you were in there, you'd go, so what were you doing while the game was going? You weren't watching the game.
I was doing up my shoelaces, Rocco.
Well, to be honest, it's quite hard to see anything through where he watches the game through. He watches it through 15 players. He's trying to see everything through 15. Get back up in your box, mate. Go back in your dog box. Seriously. He was going to say that. Oh.
Was he downstairs on the bench most of the game, or was he up in the box?
I don't know.
He was talking to Jordan Russell saying, any ideas? What do you think we should do?
Because I've never seen Voss actually talk to a player for any more than maybe 2 seconds when they come off the ground. I've never seen him have an in-depth conversation with anybody.
All right, let's end this because I need to get him off my screen.
Right up. I had my head down looking at the. Honestly, say this for hand on heart. I didn't actually see the exact. I had my head down looking at the vision and how we ended up in the goal square in the first place. So I was looking away at that. So, but I will go back and have a look at that. One other thing I will say is that, with Dean, he's a fiery guy. I love how combative he is. How it goes about his football, and he's an in-the-face sort of type defender. And you saw a couple of scuffles that he gets into, and I think as he starts to, feel even more comfortable out there in an AFL field, that's going to be part of who he is. So when you've got competitors like that, doesn't always go exactly to plan. They live on the edge that way. I kind of like that. I mean, there's ways to do it, but I'll go back and have a look at the incident. I don't mind that sits on the edge. I thought, Lockie Cowan, Manfley, today as well. So, as we've seen across the whole year, it's very hard to be able to impact, his total game. He's averaging, I don't know what he's averaging, late 20 disposals. But he can try and take his impact out. And I thought for the main, we did that. We had a lot of kick-ins, a lot of metres going through that area. So you're just always trying to weigh up that balance of, the role he got given. And I think in the main, on balance, it wasn't too bad for us. But, yeah, they do obviously give him the ball a lot. And he's a very hard man to stop. He's got certainly some explosive power. So a couple of young guys are still cutting their teeth in the roles that we get given. But, still a couple of guys that are built on real competitors for our football team, and we need to build on the back off. Oh, absolutely. Going in at the moment, how the industry works, how do you sort of see this at the moment? I start speculating. So I don't tend to spend a lot of time speculating on that. Every industry within the four walls is I'll go home, I'll have a look at the game, review it, I'll turn.
No, you won't. You're not going home and reviewing it at 1 o'clock in the morning. No, you're not. What are you learning at 1 o'clock in the morning? What are you retaining? Like, what the fuck is he saying? Shut up. Shut up.
That Monday, I'll be really clear on what we need to be able to get after.
You're 1-7. You're 1-7, bro. Like, you're 1-7. You don't need to speculate anything. You're 1-7, and your job's nearly done. All it is. You're just waiting. But, like, what are you like?
And then we dive into the week, and we find those marginal things to be able to get better next week. What circles around it is not for me to speculate on. What we will do is get after what we need to be able to be better. You've got some insight in here tonight.
Fuck. You've got some insight.
He said marginal, not massive.
Marginal.
You've got some insight here tonight. To all the people that are watching his presser, you've got insight into how bad we are. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. He's taking the piss.
You know who would be proud of Michael Voss? Kamala Harris. Because at his press conferences, he just talks in word salads. And seriously, I've never learned one thing or come away with any insight into anything after one of his press conferences. Never. Not one. Have I been enlightened in any way, shape, or form.
The audacity to say you got some insight as well. Oh, my God.
We only marginally lost the third quarter, I swear.
Only, what was it, 8 goals to 1 or something? Oh,
8 goals unanswered before we scored one late one, yep.
That happens every week, man. Every week they kick anywhere from 5 to 12 goals.
We scored 5 goals to 3, wasn't it, in the first quarter?
Yeah.
And then we scored 2 goals in the second quarter, 1 goal in the third, and
1 goal in the last, wasn't it?
1 goal in the last. That's it.
Wow, 2 goals.
We're nearly done, yeah. We're nearly
5,
done.
2, 1,
let's
and
finish
1.
this
And we
off.
finished with 9 goals, 15.
30 seconds. 30.
I think our billion.
Sorry.
Be able to be better. That you've got some insight in here tonight. I think our billion in 10 at the moment is not where it needs to be clearly in that phase of the game, and you've seen that we put ourselves in positions to win the game. So that message seems to be working pretty well. Ability to be able to do it for a long time.
What did he just say?
Level it needs to be at. And when the game is against you, you need to defend and you need to fight, and we are not doing it well enough.
Oh, fuck, where's my ball? It's my
You
ball.
need to defend and you need to fight. That's the best you can offer.
That is fucking gold, man. That bit about he wasn't watching. Fight. That's fucking gold.
Oh my God.
No, if Reece tells me tomorrow night that Michael Voss is not the problem, I'm going to challenge him hard.
You need to go at him. You need to.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
time
sorry.
to go. It's time to. You can't be giving me that marginal.
His message is totally lost on these players. Whatever the message is, I don't even know if they understand the message, but whatever that message is, because it's probably been explained in word salads as well, none of the players would know what the fuck he's talking about or what he wants.
He's actually got to understand it to actually tell someone else. Like, I don't think he understands it.
No.
I don't know. I'm done.
They're playing like a team that's ready to start having some heavy losses. And tonight was the heaviest loss we've had since round 0. And
it's the beginning.
I think it's the start of some big ones. Yeah.
I agree. Next week, if Brisbane...
If they want to go full ball, if Brisbane want to go full ball, it Yeah, it's a hiding. If they want to absolutely take it.
And
if they want to go foot off the gas, it's 50.
And then what do we got? We got doggies after that.
Yeah.
then Port, or is it Geelong? Oh, something like that.
I think
If
Geelong's
he's telling these players that we are marginally only need to do marginal changes and we'll come up on top, if that's the message he's delivering to the players,
it is, David. It is.
Surely
is that a telescope behind you or a gun? Which one is that? It's a telescope.
In your notion hat, and that's what they used to look out to say it's a big telescope.
Mate,
out.
give it to Michael Voss and tell him that's where he should be, in another planet.
You might be able to see Peter Dean on the giving away a free kick in the goal square if he has a telescope. So.
Harry Dean.
Same.
Is that the telescope you use to see what our game plan is? Is that the telescope you're using?
That's what I used to search for our next premiership. It's way off in the distance somewhere.
It's part of the Big Bang.
Hey, boys, with Richmond winning today against West Coast, that means that 3 of the 4 forever rivals are all down the bottom of the ladder, all on 1 win each. Richmond still last with a worse percentage, then Essendon, then ourselves. We're the only teams on 1 win.
Nice. And
I
truly believe that we will, by the time we get to Essendon, I think we might be at the bottom of the ladder.
Well, has Richmond got any more winnable games coming up?
I don't know, but don't know. But have we got any more? Have we got any more winnable games? Don't worry about Richmond. Have we got any more?
The next winnable game is Essendon.
Yeah, do you reckon the club will see Mackay versus Mackay?
I told you the next 4 games I can't see us winning. It's Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, Port Adelaide, and Geelong.
We'd lose against our own VFL team, 100%.
Yeah, that would be it.
We'd barrack for the VFL team.
I do. I actually enjoy watching the VFL over the.
I'm telling you, today they play a good. And you know what else I noticed today? You know when St Kilda came back, this is on the VFL game. When they came back and they hit the front of that, he actually did some changes. He did some moves, man, and he put Hewitt up in the forward line. You know, Walker started moving more into the middle, and that started doing just a few little changes to change the direction of the game. I never see that with us. I never see that.
We'll win. I said we'll win at this current rate. You'll be lucky to win 3 games for the 4.
Mars, Richmond have got a winnable game.
St Kilda.
In 3 weeks' time, because they play Adelaide Crows on the MCG next week. Then they've got St Kilda. Now that, I don't know, is that winnable?
They can beat St Kilda.
The other one is Essendon, the Dream Time at the G game on May 22. So,
yes. I can't believe
one of those 2 teams is going to go up to 8 points. So
I can't believe we're talking about us being at the bottom.
If one of those 2 teams goes up to 8 points, we'll be second last or last.
Bro, think about it. We're bottom 3. We got supporters glazing like it's okay.
We're gonna finish bottom. We're gonna finish bottom 4.
Maybe this is the genius. Maybe this is the plan.
Maybe it is, David.
Did anyone see Karen and her friends cheering the players off the ground today after that loss?
No.
Karen.
But, all the Karens in the Carlton Queer squad there.
No, they always going to do that. That's their job, though. That's their job, is to clap them and
we had
cheer.
a few in the grandstand that couldn't take the verbal
criticism. No, they couldn't take the criticism that we were giving, that we were feeding them. Like, actually weren't swearing. They're just no good. The Sam Walsh outside of the boot kick, the snap that into the forward line, that's a draggable offence. It doesn't matter how late it is in the game. That is a draggable offence. That is lazy football. Then there was one instant, I think it was the first quarter, where he kicked it off the ground instead of taking possession of the football and going through the contest. Lazy football. Absolutely lazy.
Can anyone say, seriously, that Wiedering or Walsh should be our next captain? You can't.
No.
You can't say they can be our next captain right at this moment. You can't.
So who do you put in there, Rocco? Who?
Nick Newman.
I'm starting to warm to what the boys were talking about on Tuesday, and I would put in say, a Newman.
At age 34?
Well, who else are you going to put, man?
Give me a new coach.
Oh, look,
Give me
from
a
the
new.
point of view of displaying more leadership than anyone else, I agree. But surely that can only be an appointment that you've got for 1 year.
It's like
going
a
to play much beyond next year?
caretaker captain.
Why not? Don't you put your captain like he's the only one really? You know, like I like Carroll. I keep saying I'm not going to make him captain, but
Can you believe? Can you believe who the AFL put in? They put 4 players in their match report on the Carlton St Kilda game. Guess who were the best players for Carlton and the first name that was listed? Jagger Smith.
tonight.
I agreed with the other 3 names: Florent, Kemp, and Newman, because they're actually my 3 best players. But Smith, really? Was Jagger our best player?
I gave 5 to I'll give you my votes right now. I gave 5 to Cowan. I thought it was great on wagon wheels. Genuine, I thought it was great.
I'm not going to give him 5, but he's going to get votes from me.
He nullified.
He did the blanketing job that he was asked to do.
He nullified his. He might have had 29. It might have looked great on the stat sheet and the box score, but I'm telling you right now, he nullified him. All of his kicks and meters gained were. To be honest, I'll actually agree with Voss on it. They were all from kick-ins, mate. He didn't do anything.
Guess who St Kilda's best player was in their list, which had
to be Rowan Marshall.
6 names.
Rowan Marshall.
First name, Wanganeen Malira.
No way. No way.
So I don't know who did the AFL's report, but they put Jagger Smith as our best player and Wanganeen Malira as their best player.
No way.
Then the other names they used were Wood, Wilkie, Sharman, Marshall, and Hill. Brad Hill.
Did Marshall get in? Did you say Marshall?
Yeah, Marshall was the second last of the 6 names.
I thought one of our best players in the first half was Frank the Tank. And from a guy who started off with us absolutely horrid, that guy's worked really hard and improved himself. And he showed some heart.
He was good. We've got a few players there that try. We've got a few players there that
Ainsworth
try.
I would put Ainsworth in our best players.
Ainsworth was okay, but you're not putting in. You know, again, I am shocked with people like Wiedering and Cripper.
And nothing.
To me, I expect a lot more.
He looks disinterested to me, Rocco.
I said this. I think Wiedering, he's definitely lost interest. I think Walsh is giving it.
He's another one. He's another one.
Like, what is he doing? I don't know, man. And as I said, man, look, at the end of the day, about this captaincy, and it's an important thing to me, because if we can't even choose a leader between us, like we're arguing about a leader.
Yeah.
Like we go, oh, no, why would you put him? And like, we don't know. David, who's our next captain?
Sure. I'm going to go Will Thornton.
See, already you're taking too long, Dave. Already you're taking too long, mate. Like, this is ridiculous.
I agree.
But who is it, David? Who do you think? Who do you think's like seriously? If we had to give a captaincy for next year, who would you give it to?
For next year, I'm going to go WA Blues own Jesse Motlop.
Yeah, okay. Pull the other one.
Well, there you go.
Correct one. I'm going, this the way to deflect the question, Vossi style.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And it's a serious problem. We can't work out who our next leader is.
Leadership.
We should have 5 or 6 leaders there to choose from. Like
Cody Walker.
We can't.
Oh, God.
Well, far out. See, they would probably do it too, the dumb.
We just fall back on the what we know, and it goes always to Weeder.
Lucas Koulafidis.
How about I answer that question with this one? We got Judd over, and part of the deal was we made him captain. Why don't we do a similar thing? Go find the next captain.
I've suggested the same thing.
What?
See, look what
you
Melbourne
can't. Who would that be?
Great recruit.
Is there a guy in Port Adelaide that wants to move clubs?
Who's Zach Butters?
Yeah.
Fuck, that would be a bold move. When they brought over Judd, I mean, you could see Judd as he was captain for his club, you know, like. But to Butters, is he a captain, mate? It would be a big move, man. That would be huge. That would be huge. That says a lot.
Why would he come to Carlton, Dave? Why?
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, what about Lachie Neale?
There's only one reason why a player like that would come to Carlton. And it's the same reason why Judd chose Carlton.
Cashola, mate.
Oh, Judd was a bit more complicated. You had the opium den at West Coast. That was one of the reasons.
Come on, man. They employed his mother at Busy, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, she
it's
was very
all
productive.
about the money. It always was, and that's all.
Butters will not be coming. No, we'll be getting no one in this off-season but jobbers again. Trust me. No one's coming to this club. No one. We've sold everything. We've sold everything, man. Anyway.
Can I just say we got Magpie Army Chronicles in the chat. He's having a good old time there.
Yeah, I gave it to him before, but no, it's
he's a good man. Cherry and Hewitt, co-captains. He's making me laugh. Just remember who your co-captain.
There's a good captain for you, Rocco. George Hewitt.
Who your captain is
George Hewitt.
Yeah, he's got to get back in the team first of all.
He won't be there at the end of the year. Put it that way.
I'm telling you,
George Hewitt is your next Matthew Kennedy, mate. I'm telling
one
you.
of the big decisions of the coming up. Not only coach, it's going to be like who's going to be the next captain to bring us forward. You know, so and it's going to be it's interesting times coming out. It's going to be an interesting week coming up. Interesting week.
We've got a long year ahead and a long few years ahead.
If it's only round 7, we've still got fucking round 8.
Yeah, we're a third of the way through. I can't wait until it's all over again.
This is such.
It's over.
Well, no doubt we're going to have a TJP catch-ups on Friday night at the Sporting Globe at
100%,
Northlands.
man. Yep.
Bring your own
machete. You coming?
Bring your own machete. I might come to that one.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead.
About time you bloody show your face. People want to see you. Come down.
Well, it was either that or go to the Sporting Globe at Water Gardens, or just head down to Knife Point.
Why would you go there when we're all over there? That does not make sense. Man.
If you do that, well, then you'll be doing. Then I'll be telling you this.
Come out the back, you idiot!
That's what I'll be saying to you. Come
out
the back, you idiot!
Is Gokhan at Northlands, or is he at
Northlands?
He's back now. He's back at Water Gardens because they renovated Water Gardens and they needed Gokhan there.
He needed services. Right.
Down you, mate. 11. Carlton 7. Smoking. You come and have a go then.
I'd recommend the Carlisle Hotel and Distillery for all the WA supporters, by the way.
There it is.
Go. There you go. I like it.
Yeah. And this will be us on Friday night next week. I can't wait.
Can we have the coach doing his moves next week?
Oh wait, yeah, this will be him again. I don't know who the hell's going to go to McCluggage, Ashcroft, and that, but
go do this, king in the castle.
That's what he said. That's what he said to Lachie Cowan. Go do this, king in the castle.
That's him on the bench there. You go do this, you go do this.
Hey, players can do what they want. The coach isn't watching, remember?
No, that's
He's
right.
not watching there.
You imagine, sure. You know when Lachie Cowan, when they asked him, right? I'm genuinely, this would have been his reaction when he would have said, "You're going to Wagon Wheels Malaria," or Naz.
What?
This is it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's his honest. That was the insight in the rooms when he got asked, like, seriously. Like, you're taking the piss. If we don't laugh, we'll cry. But hey, you know what it's time to do?
Off. Let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
We got to turn off these lights because we're getting up to 2 a.m. again. 3 hours, another session done.
We got 5 more minutes to talk shit, Mars. Come on.
Nah, fuck. I need to go have like a little bit to eat. I need to
come on.
We just need to make marginal improvements for next week. Just marginal
Shut
improvements.
up before I kick you, David. You're not safe. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to go
Marginal
insane.
improvements.
I'm going to go, and then we're going to. I know you like going to the hour. Vince loves going to the hour and talking shit, flapping his gums.
You've got tomorrow night.
I'm gonna join the search for missing persons. Will Hayward and
where is he? He's never to be found.
What happened
He's still in
tonight?
Sydney. He's still
Our
in
skills
Sydney.
coach. You're going to find him.
Oh, did he go back to Sydney tonight? Oh, okay, right.
All right, so guys, I'm done. I'm done like a dinner, and I'm actually hungry. I'm going to go for something to eat.
Actually, that reminds me, Rocco, we've got to get up to the General Chicken Company and have lunch.
You are definitely trying to get to the 3-hour mark, aren't you?
We're paying by the hour.
He can't. Again, thank you to Top Dog Liquor as well, Lyndon Hosking. If you haven't checked out the TJP,
Yeah, he was great on
Tuesday, he was on
TJP on Tuesday night.
He gave Bo a good old whack. He gave him a proper
watch it
whack.
again. He actually lifted him off the ground, man. Like,
Yeah, it was a good hit. It was a good hit. But yeah, make sure you're checking out Blue Sunday tomorrow night as well. You'll have your very own Big Vin Chen's Lochisano there. He'll be flapping his gums for 2 hours, an hour and a half. David Rees-Jones, Seba, and Joe as well. Bangkok Joe.
He's back in Bangkok, Joe. He's back in Bangkok, yeah.
And very happy to be back, I think.
Yeah. Also, I'll have a review out. Probably do it tomorrow. There was some person in the comments that wasn't happy with me. Apparently, I lack intelligence. That's fine. Get that.
Where did you write that?
No, it's okay. No, I like it. I like getting you people riled up. I like commenting stuff like that because I know it turns your heads. I love it. But no, it's all good. Every comment is greatly supported. Blue Sundays, and we'll have what have we got? TJP on the Tuesday at 7 p.m. Make sure you tune into that. That'll be a good one. Who we got this week, Rocco?
This week we have got someone. Are we going to name him?
Name it.
We'll leave it. No, we'll leave it for Tuesday.
Okay, no worries. Wednesday we'll have. Go.
Let's just say that
he can't help himself. He can't help himself.
No, keep finishing off your shows first.
All right. We've got Forever Rivals, then we've got a preview, and then we've got Selection Blues with Zach. Anyway, go.
Yeah. And Dylan back.
And Dylan is back. Yes.
Okay, and for Friday. Just before our match against the Brisbane Lions up at the Gabba.
Here we go.
If I could give a shout out to the Carlton supporters group in Queensland, who always run a really good function at the Australia National Hotel, right across the road from the Gabba. And if you're not sure about that, if any of you are heading up to Brisbane for the game, because you can't wait because we're playing such fantastic football, we're going to knock them off. We're going to knock over the reigning premiers. Don't forget to go to the pre-match function there. It's always good and well supported by our Queensland supporters. And don't forget the best radio show in Australia every Saturday morning on 91.3 Sport FM with Dave Thomason and his mates from the WA Blues. And of course, they've got David Rees-Jones as one of their regulars every single week, doing his shirt front segment.
When he's not playing golf.
When he's not playing golf.
He isn't playing golf. Boy, I respect him for last week too.
By the way, shout out to Jesse Goldsworthy and Mel Hall. And who else do you do it with there, Dave?
Timmy's comes on, and Andy Mathers. We rotate through. I've got no life, so I've been there every week for the last 20 years. So
a bit like us, mate.
Well, when Rocco and I were in Perth about what was it now? Far out. It must have been
2 years ago.
4 years ago, I think it was.
3.
4. It was actually 2022.
Oh, 4. Jeez.
Yeah, we went along to Sport FM in the studio, and it was good fun.
Yeah, that was good.
You're welcome anytime, boys.
Next time we're up there.
Whoa.
And just before you go, Marzi, today's review of the VFL game, very good, very good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
Good little rundown, but yeah, he's always good. I'm not, but he is. He makes the show, not me. stuffing. But anyway, I'll be speaking to him now because we've got Arsenal in 30 minutes. So can't wait to
good
watch
luck with
that.
that.
Yeah,
Hey, does this determine if you
Not yet.
if you go or not?
Nah, the next one does. The next
Mars,
one.
you still going to England for Arsenal winning the
I'm just going for a holiday.
Premier League title, or is that looking a bit shaky now?
No, we're all right. We're all right. I believe we'll win every game.
We'll do you. Hey, listen, my team's going to do you a big favour because we play Manchester City at our home ground, and we're going to knock them off for you. Go Everton.
Go
Mars,
David.
what about our Boston Celtics, man?
We'll win tomorrow. We'll win
Come on,
tomorrow.
man.
We'll win.
Come on.
Tatum and Brown. Tatum in game 7. Different beast. We'll win. Don't worry. And I like the Larry Bird, the jumper that you had behind as well, the Goonies.
Match worn.
It's
Is
tech.
it?
That's
Wow.
That's worth a bit of money. Then. It looks like I know where I'm coming to rob a house then. Thank you very much. You'll see it up here.
Mate,
You'll see it up here with
I
Tatum.
achieved my aim. We've got to 2 a.m. and we've got to 3 hours. So
You happy? You happy?
I'm happy. Say another.
We got the 3 hours just now.
Yeah.
There we go. Now he's happy. There you go. If you haven't hit the like, make sure you hit the like. It is free. Hit the subscribe button. Get us to 4,000. We're nearly there. This bloke's with his rainbows and this bloke's with his, what's he got? A Stern or Stein or a Steen? No, I appreciate everybody coming on as well. Everybody that's been in the chat. And if you are watching later, again, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit the like, hype it up. And if you got something to say in the comments after, hit us down below. But anyway, it's been a good one.
Make sure you subscribe. We're only marginal away from the 4,000.
Anyway.
Come on, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, we're going to go for another 3 hours. And go Blues.
Go Blues.
For him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody.